Uh, we are playing some D&D tonight, following the ongoing, campaign of the Dawnforged company in their persistent and ever vigilant fight to, destroy the God of Nightmares. But right now they're working on saving their friend and lover. For some. Mesnos, the once demon turned ratman turned tiefling turned captive, captured by Menelephus, one of the main torturer and one more owner of Zephyr through demonic contracts and other things and backstabbery of the families, and hell's a weird place to come from. But they've been sneaking their way through his estate, making their way through now the museum, where also known as the Managerie, where they've defeated the two standing guards of the what were they, TJ? He kept calling them griffins last time. They're sphinxes. The Androsphinx and the Gynosphinx, who are guarding along with their kind of these poor, stretched out, elf-looking things that were all. Anyway, they managed to toast them and then brought them back to life and were like, hey, help us and we might be able to get you out of here. And so they found out a good deal from them, and then including the most important thing, the directions through the menagerie, so they won't become lost and spend more resources or time than they have to inside. Now, they don't know what lies beyond the next rooms as they entered the first room where they told it was safe to take a long rest and see a bunch of sheep in a pen. As they do, all of the sheep suddenly kind of turn to them, eyes wide, a lot of them bleeding out, and they all kind of like wander their way over to the fence, just the ringing of the bells around their neck, like ding, 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 as they all kind of gather around, all bleeding, helplessly, looking pleadingly up at all of you. And that's where we're going to start.
Which one of you talks to sheep?
Already casting it.
Perfect.
Druid's gonna druid.
It's funny because she's doing that. Bloodscale's like, I could, but fuck it.
Perfect. Okay, so you cast Speak with Animals.
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Of the staff or just slots? I forget. Staff. Okay, perfect. Mark the usage, and then so as you kind of like, you guys watch as she hits her staff to the ground, and as she leans close to the goats or the sheep, you see this kind of like magic jump off of the goat and hit her in the head, and you see this like kind of ghost image of a goat in front of her as the spell takes place, and you're able to understand them. Most of them are like feed, feed. And then there's one in the back is like, danger, sometimes danger, are you danger? Feed, are you danger? And then one's like, for God's sake, please tell me you can understand me.
Oh, so I take it you're the not sheep of the group.
Oh, for now, once it fully takes place, I think they all were once not sheep, but now they are completely. It's every scraping moment to hold my mind together. You can understand me.
I can understand you.
Am I a goat? Am I a sheep forever? Are you?
I don't know. Maybe I could try polymorph, but
You
I
can-
don't know if that would even work.
Find out who he is first. Maybe he's here for a reason.
You can
Yeah.
let Menelephus know I'm sorry. What?
Didn't the Sphinxes say don't fuck with the sheep? Like several times.
But I'm not a
Yeah,
sheep.
that's
I'm not.
probably
I'm.
a
I'm.
good
I'm
idea.
not a sheep though. I'm.
Where
I'm.
are you? Well, you guys can't understand me anyway.
Yeah, you just see her bleeding back and forth like. That's all you guys are hearing. I'm.
Who are you?
My name is Grajin. I was once one of the. I was a Gith until I was captured and brought here.
Gith Yankee?
A what? No, Githzerai.
Githzerai. Oh. Okay. How did you get here?
I'm not entirely sure. I was, I'd gone sent to the material plane to look at a thing. They told me that there was some evil coming. There was supposedly somebody reported it, and the council wanted it looked at very discreetly. And then I was, slept at the tavern, one of the human taverns, and they were nice enough, you know. The half-orc
Your
bartender,
name?
Grajin.
So I look over. Zarek, do you know a Grajin?
Roll a history check, Zadok.
They all know each other, I guess. So,
Well, it sounded like the same order, same council. I'm like,
History check. Wow.
Let's see. 8. It sounds familiar. You can't quite place it anywhere, but kind of, maybe.
I point over to him. I'm like, do you recognize Zedek?
Zadok, he was the what was it? What was he? Something with the god or some such thing. What I don't. It's so hard to keep my mind together inside of this body. It threatens to unravel at any moment. Please, you have to help me.
I'm sorry. I mean, last time we tried to help somebody, they exploded.
I would.
It turns inside out and explodes.
And explode.
it exploded.
I would most rather explode than fade away into a sheep's brain, only to be consumed by the animals that come.
Well, try to relax yourself. We're going to rest here for tonight, but we can try to come back and see if we can help you. But I
Surely you must
can't
be.
guarantee anything until after we kill Menelephus.
You can tell whoever put me here. I'm sorry for what sort of trespass. I meant no offense.
He's
just-
doing it for entertainment value.
I can be entertaining as a good. Just let me. I can juggle in my normal form. I can.
That's not the type of entertaining he likes.
How long does the spell last?
The spell
Is it 10 minutes
lasts-
or a minute? I can't remember.
Should be 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 minutes.
So you're just going to leave me here?
For now, I kind of have to.
You don't have to. You could. But I can
I
earn your
can't
trust. I
risk
can.
someone el- If I help you, I could be risking one of my party's life. I can't help you right now.
But I
Just try to keep together, and we'll come back if we can.
Is there someone else I could talk to? He kind of like tries to like jump around the fence. You guys see the goat like, or the sheep jump onto the fence. He's kind of like bleeding at all the rest of you. Like, you there, you sir, you Gith, come over here. You can. Yeah, you guys just see, and he's kind of like gesturing to all of you to like come over to the corral.
Or do you need help?
He wants us to help him and turn him back into a Githris. That's right. I can't say that.
Zerai?
Thank you, Githzerai. And
So what did he say?
Yeah,
Other
who
than
is he?
just the name, what did he say?
he was doing the same thing that Zadok was, going to check out the great evil sent into another plane, and he got captured.
I was
So-
unaware any other Gesserai had decided to take this threat seriously.
Evidently one did, and that's him. And he vaguely recognizes you, but I guess the longer you are a sheep, the more like one you become. So I don't want to help him if it hurts Menelef or if it hurts Mesnos.
So doesn't it seem awfully convenient that we happen to find someone who knows
I told him we would come
Zedek
back.
and
Like, we can't help him right now. Helping him might A, kill him, or B, hurt Mesnos in some way.
Ask him why the Sphinxes told us not to help him.
Okay. Why
doubt
did
he
the
knows, but-
Sphinxes tell us not to help you?
I didn't even know there were sphinxes.
He didn't know they were there.
Zephyr, is that sheep lying?
I don't know, insight check.
No, it's
Roll an insight check.
not a lion.
Somebody got it.
19. Wait, what? Oh, it's a sheep, not a lion. That
No, the inside check is a good idea.
is. It seems a little. Let's see. guess he doesn't seem like he's definitely having a hard time holding it together. It is kind of weird that he doesn't remember names and stuff like that. You do know that most transformations don't affect the mind, even on a permanent basis. Like a polymorph, you still maintain your mental stats most of the time.
If this was just a polymorph, you wouldn't have trouble staying in your own mind at all.
I don't know.
Why are you lying to me?
Because you're not going to help me, are you?
Tell me the truth and I might help you.
You have one of them with you. You're not going to. You just...
You're a Githyanki, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a Githyanki.
Ah, okay. He's the liar. He's the Githyanki.
Perhaps he deserves what he gets.
Lordy.
Oh my god.
Casual racism.
Lord, what happened here?
You know, I would normally literally ask if you're being racist right now, but I think I actually understand this one, so I'm just gonna let this one go.
So I don't know anything about this. What's happening right now? The Get Yankee? Why do you hate
For
them?
millennia, the Gith people were subjected to torture by the Illithids,
Oh, alright.
enslaved by them. We rose up and overthrew our masters, and my people, the Githzerai, chose a path of peace and mental development, introspection, while the Githyanki decided to adopt some of the mannerisms of our masters and became a warlike and violent people. And there has been conflict between our peoples ever since.
Oh.
Lordy. But
Well, he says he's not very fond of you, but
Listen, staying as sheep should not be a consequence of a game of liar's dice. He tricked me. I don't even play games of chance.
oh Jesus, he was playing in that casino.
oh, he got
Ah.
duped.
He got duped.
Well, how long ask him how long he's been here.
How long have you been here?
There's no days here. I've slept like, I don't know, 40 times or something. You lose track after like 6. Just,
You've only been in this area? You haven't been anywhere else?
no. And what's more, there was plenty more sheep when I got here. Fucking beasts from the nether, out of nowhere, just peer in and then they consume one or two of us and then they're gone again. And they take the whole sheep with them. You just hear, ah, ah, and they're screaming, and you're like, oh my god, I'm next, and you're never next, but you know you're going to be next time. Not just, instead of,
Well,
I don't care who I am. I don't.
You can survive and not be
So
the next
funny.
meal.
How am I supposed to be? I'm a
we'll
sheep.
Try to come back.
Well, you're
No.
so by her bootstraps.
You can't,
Yeah,
you
we'll
can't
try
be
to come
serious.
back, and then you can learn about your,
If you're
violent
homeless,
ways
just buy
and
a house.
reevaluate your life.
Oh, this is the worst vacation I've ever had.
Sorry.
Tell him.
He turns his ass to you, and he just sticks his tail up, showing his butthole.
That's not how people
Is
get
he-
help after the fact. They're sheep.
Is he
I
hitting
told
on
him
you?
we'd
Hold
come
on.
back.
Hold on, is he still close to the fence?
Yeah.
I flick him in the butt.
Ah! And he kind of like scrambles across, and then he turns around, and he just kind of like plops down in the corner, and looks sullen.
Is there? Is the door to the Sphinx room still there?
No, it's gone.
No.
We
There
know what
are-
direction he went.
There are doors to the north, the south, the east, and the west. You guys came from like a southeastern direction, through like a special door that opened, and then when it closed, the door was gone.
Alright, did
Maybe he could come with us?
No, fuck him.
Hmm.
Did the sheep man tell us anything of use?
No,
Why is he afraid?
Yeah.
because people keep coming in and grabbing them to eat them.
Okay,
That
so that
sounds
sounds
useful.
useful.
When you say
No, it's
useful, he kind of
not,
like
because
perks
it's
up.
Obvious. It's obvious that people come through here to torture me.
If we're going to be sleeping here tonight, It
That's gonna be
sounds useful to know that they could possibly come in and ambush us.
We already
I make a
talked
great alarm. I can,
about this.
I can be an alarm if something comes,
All right, you be an alarm.
and you'll change me back after that.
Like I
Tell
said,
me
we will do our
tell me
best.
can come with it. Like, whoever put the spell on him realize once it's broken?
Probably.
I mean, like, can I do an Arcana check or something to know
Sure.
that for sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Perhaps we could detect magic as well.
Sure. Well, I mean, we know there's magic. I don't know
All right, what'd you roll?
if that'll do. I rolled 16.
16. You know that a true polymorph, if he's been here as long as he says he's been here, he's now just a sheep. The new form becomes permanent.
Actually, I think they ripped off the permanent word and just says until dispelled.
Or until hold on, let me pull it up. That's a good point.
There's a whole kerfuffle about that.
Too many players get trapped.
Probably too many players being like, I'm a true Rex with mental stats who can cast magic or some shit. See,
Or would he use his arms to cast anything?
that's funny.
Well, how's he gonna say any magic words without lips? Dude,
He
giant.
says it in dinosaur.
Oh dang, I don't see the where it becomes true polymorph. Hold on. Trying to create blah 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 blah. Target assumes new form whenever it's the target assumes hit points with new form resorts to blah 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 as long as it's blah blah blah. Creatures limited action form new form blah 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 blah. Target group. Lizard form can wizard object creature. You can turn object creature. If the spell becomes permanent, you no longer control the creature. It might remain friendly to you, depending on how you have treated it. So.
The sage advice that I was looking at
Oh, perfect.
in chat.
What's it? Let's see. So you went back. See, text of spell has no effect on the creature with 0 hit points. That statement is made a bit after long lasting. At 0 hit points, the transformation ends. So, okay, if it gets reduced to 0 hit points, that's the only, like, basically if it gets near, beaten out of sheep, it'll transform.
Beat the sheep out of him.
I think we should do it after we sleep.
Well,
Yeah.
well, not only that, what if we just take him with us, and then if he absorbs damage by being near us, he'll be knocked out of sheep, and nobody can be mad at us for it.
No, because I don't trust him. He already lied to us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's a liar. That's unfortunate for him.
Zarek here fucking says he can go rot for all he cares.
Well, that's
And
just
Zarek
based on
I
a
actually
casual
trust.
sort of like, you know.
I'm afraid you mistake my general distrust of the Githyanki for a specific distrust of this Githyanki.
No,
I
no,
do
I
believe
understood.
that there can
With
be
everybody.
yes, there can be good and bad members of all groups.
Yeah, but this guy already lied to us.
This is true.
He was in hell on what? Why was he here?
Why were you here?
Vacation.
And I cast guidance on Zephyr.
Vacation. He said he lost at Liar's Dice.
Like, if he's vacationing and gambling here, he's obviously not cool.
No, right.
I mean,
How did you know me then?
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
If
Did
you
he-
change
did he
me back,
actually-
I'll tell you.
did he actually
Tell
say
him the
Zarek's
process for
name, or
changing
did he
back.
just say that it was a...
He just said general things that Zarek said when he first joined us.
That seems like that would be pretty easy to probably gather without actually knowing Zarek.
Oh
Tell him.
Want a
tell
way
him
to
if
find
he
out?
watches outside of our tent for the night, that I'll give him a big bushel of apples.
Watch outside our tent, keep guard, and we'll consider it.
No, tell him I'll give him apples.
And he'll give you apples.
No, just sell him on the apples, so we don't have to give him anything else. He's probably desperate for some new kind of food, right?
Oh, I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so I'll scream if I get killed in the night. Sure.
No, if you get,
I tell the minute he said that.
I turn to Ooze and go, we're still keeping watch tonight, right?
I was gonna ask the butlers to activate Guardian mode.
but they're.
I still think we might want to take a watch or two.
That's fair.
Alright. So where can I set up this tent? Looks like it might have to be in the pen.
No, we're not going in.
What's the size of the pen? The tent again?
The tent at its smallest is a 4x4.
Oh.
That's how you can fit it inside the keep.
Bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's set up the tent just outside.
Or sorry, 3x3. Not a 4x4. Hold on. Yes, yeah, 3x3. Sorry, but yeah, there's still plenty of room to set it up.
Alright. So do we set it up right next to the pen, or do we set it up closer to the door? What do you guys think?
By the pen will be fine.
Alright.
You guys wanna-
By the pen, but whatever direction is closest to the door.
So there's doors there's north doors, east, west doors, and south door.
Says we're going through next.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be to the north.
Bada bing.
Perfect. Okay. So this you set up a tent kind of there.
Hey.
All right.
If you guys need me, let me know, but I'm gonna go and enjoy the tent.
I'll take first watch.
We'll do
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Great.
So you all go into the tent and agree to.
Zilgrad,
Oh.
I believe, offers to do last.
Perfect. Yep. Zilgrad will definitely do last. And then yeah, he should have enough sleep by the last one, so he'll get a full sleep, so that'll work. So as y'all walk in, you're greeted by the usual, of course.
And we can jam blood scale in there. We can just call it a day.
Okay, perfect. So you want to do 2-hour watches?
That way everybody can get a good sleep.
Perfect.
Next.
Okay, so
Guarantee that good sleep.
those of you who head into the tent, you're greeted by the usual servants. All, wonderful to see you again. Is there anything in particular you would require this night?
Yeah, I really want lamb for some reason.
Lamb chops are quite delicious. We also have leg of lamb with a mint jelly, of course. And they bring out some different lamb dishes for you to
I
consume.
take all of them.
And they're delicious. Like there's one that is just like it's like lamb with just like a touch of like rosemary, and that's all. But it's perfectly grilled, and like the rosemary was on the inside, so you get the good shit. Like
Good shit.
Literally had a lamb gyro for lunch, so yeah, no, this is
hell yes. Was it because you knew there were going to be lambs tonight?
No, it was the special for this week at Dish. And
Ah, that'll do it.
like eating.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, you guys plop down, get your food, and then I'll need a perception check from you, Zephyr, for your first watch. Okay, 15. So as you're kind of watching and kind of looking around, the occasional bleeding. The one goat is just staring at you the whole time, just. But your shift goes pretty quiet. Blood scale, as you kind of start focusing in on the axe and the power held within it, you fall kind of backwards, and you feel yourself kind of like floating and falling at the same time, snow surrounding you, and then just two pale blue eyes. I would hear your proposal. You have my attention. Is one not enough?
Well, I kind of had a double whammy, so I was just, slightly expecting to. but I mean, one's fine.
I am here, and I am listening. Do not waste the opportunity.
All right. Do you have any idea how many I already have up here? Just to get that out of the way.
There are. He kind of.
Sorry, I don't mean currently. I mean in total.
You smell much of red. You clearly
Yeah, he's
have
recent.
silver. The stench of blue also somewhere inside.
Yeah. Yep.
Green. I can see by your scale.
Oh yeah, I guess I could just show. I just fucking pull up the fucking sleeve and like, here you go.
The only confusion I have is there are no purple dragons.
Oh, Chanoth got kind of fucked up, but he is doing a lot better now.
He was always too overzealous when it came to the hunt.
Yeah, he like, I'm not gonna lie, he did something stupid for power. It didn't pay off. He's trying to recover and make recompense. He's doing a good job.
Then why are you collecting the spectrum?
So, one, I mean, this kind of just fell in my lap, I'm not gonna lie. But two, and I just hold up the bracer.
You found the body of Gilthic.
Yep, Feywild bullshit.
It was
So
a
look.
shame he had to die.
Well, so look. In the grand scheme of things, we might be trying to bring either him or some variant of the Octarine back. We're not going to do that until we have everybody.
So are you looking for a resurrection, or are you hunting a great evil?
The main goal, before we can even consider doing this resurrection, is actually hunting a great evil. Because Phobator, the god of nightmares, is attempting to take over every single plane of existence and fuck us all.
Phobator, tiny immortal, calling himself a god. I would
He's
hunt
doing
down something so arrogant.
I mean, he's doing kind of a good job. We have reports of... A lot of people call it the purple, but material plane, fire elemental plane, it's being fought in the air elemental plane by Akati, which means the blue's shockingly happy about helping. And honestly, it's been cool as fuck. So that's been nice. We kind of heard about it in the Feywild a bit. Like, it's spreading everywhere.
With what you have gathered and a foe so worthy of the hunt, I will join you.
Okay, I have a secondary thing that you might want to keep in mind.
You are very well.
You're gonna like this, I promise. I haven't actually discussed this with everybody else yet, but they probably figured it out because they live in my head half the time. When this is all over and we're working on resurrecting the Octarine, I have a feeling that if we resurrect an Octarine, quite possibly the rest of you are going to be like, all right, now me.
To have a physical form again is
So I
something
have
yes, tell me your plan.
Yes, I have a bit of a proposal for all of you, but that honestly requires all of you to not be dicks in my head and to agree with my plan.
Very well. Well,
So I'm going to tell you the plan first, and then I will tell you the reward. The plan is, when we're working on bringing back the Octarine, after we have everybody, and yes, there's a reason why I want everybody, we're going to do our best to make the Octarine the best of all of us. We're not going to do any of this chromatic metallic bullshit. We're going to make him the best out of all of us.
I see. Make him superior, then.
maybe not. I mean, superior is probably the wrong word, but the best balance of everybody.
Ah, very well.
So that way we don't have let's
If
be
nothing
weird and
else,
torture a bunch of mortals, or let's be ultra fucking honorable and therefore to our own detriment.
very well. If he
But
ever gets out of line or becomes less than he should be, I will hunt
we're not.
him then.
Well, no, because here's the other part of the plan. Because I don't plan on us hunting each other. But
Only if required.
you will have an area that you can hunt in freely.
Hmm.
I have a
Very well.
plan because
Right.
there's a bunch of unused fuck off land in this fucking material plane. We find a big giant fuck off mountain. We split it up
Hmm.
so everybody has an equal portion. Honestly, with that mountain, I don't give a fuck what you guys do. However, I do have one rule that any dragonborn of any color can call it a home
Uh,
and I mean barter and invite whoever they want to live with them. It doesn't have to be pure dragonborn. It's just, effectively a homeland.
Setting yourself up to be a king then.
No, I don't want any rule.
You are a strange small one.
Like I'm
Maybe you have
I'm
a
not even in
vision
charge in my
we do
head,
not.
man. This is a council.
Then I will join this council. If
I
only
appreciate
to.
that.
Very well. When you awaken, you will have me for just a short time. You may change after that. From what I've seen, it has become rather mundane for you to do so.
A little bit, but I mean, should have seen what the fucking green did to me. Then again, the red literally burned off my entire arm.
Would you like a different boon from me?
I mean, everybody's giving me something slightly different. I'm not even really asking for power. If you guys want to help out, that's great. And so far, everybody else has kind of wanted to because you're all stuck in me anyways. Keeping me alive is probably your best bet.
Yes, and I don't like. You seem to be lacking something I consider essential for hunting. And it's at this point, from like the shadows where these eyes are, the head of a white dragon comes into view, the entire body with it. And he's like, don't you know hunting from the ground is for the weak? And he touches your back, and you feel this freezing pain. And it's at that point you wake up. The entire wall that you've had your back against is frozen in ice. And as you lean forward, the ice shatters, and you find yourself with white, leathery dragon wings. You can now add a flight speed equal to half your movement speed.
Is Uza in the room?
Oh yeah, Uza. It's gotten really fucking cold in the room. Uza at this point. Uza. No, yeah. Uza, well, we'll see. We're gonna do the watches and find out how the timing of this will work out. So.
One more question, damn it.
Sorry.
Ah, fuck. No, that's usually happens. Dragons fuck me over one way or another.
They all try. All right, and then
Hold
so
on. I look at the axe. Does it still have some other in it?
it does not.
Okay, that's fine. Didn't get a twofer. That's fine. I can deal with this.
Perfect. All right, so
Just talk to another one for a while.
second watch. I believe so. Uza, go and roll your perception check.
Yep.
Yeah, so before I go to bed,
What did you want to do before you went to bed?
I'm just kind of hesitating to go into the tent.
Zephyr, I got watch. Go ahead.
Every time I wake up, I find something else of his life. We're running
Well,
out of time.
can't go into this fight like we. Menelephus isn't gonna kill him right now.
He could already be dead. Have you not thought of that? Because I have.
I have, but I feel like that would be a mercy to him at this point. From what you've told me about Menelef, I don't think he's very much. He
I want
dangled.
this to be the last rest.
Fair. I hope it will be. You need to sleep. You need to get those spells back. Heal people. Keep them in the fight.
Yeah. Alright, good
We'll
night.
get him back, Zephyr.
Zephyr. So, Zephyr, you head into the tent. You're greeted by the usual servants. They get you whatever you ask for, and you head to your room and find yourself rest. Uza, as you are kind of standing watch, you do, with a 27, start to hear a growl. And then you hear this. And then you see this creature appear almost out of nowhere. It's this
I stealth
panther.
as soon as I see it.
Absolutely. Yeah, go and roll a stealth check. 21. All right.
I'm
so,
sorry. I have that at advantage.
Oh, sorry, guys. Needs to be over 21. We all know this. So you see this panther-like creature with extra arms on the front and two wild tails coming off of the shoulders of it, kind of blink into existence and kind of walk towards the pen. You see all of the sheep run away. You see the intelligent sheep's like, like trying to, and he like runs over and he's like headbutting the gate. The pen, there is no gate. And you see all of them are kind of like huddling together as the intelligent one starts pushing one of the other sheep out of the little protective herd that they're all around him. And then he, if you keep watching, the one that gets pushed out that's bleeding and trying to push its way back in, the beast just jumps on top of, grabs the neck, and then like as its small chest arms hold on to the sheep, there's just this crack, and then it crawls away and then is gone again.
Ooh.
All of the sheep are in an
look in the-
uproar at this point.
Is it pretty obvious that the intelligent one is still in there?
Yes, yeah, he's the only one with horns.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
He just tilts his head at you.
It's funny because it gates him when he bleeds. You get most of it, but at the very end of the bleed, it just gates him, and you're like,
Nice.
Yep,
"Ah,
we just get a.
boy."
Sorry, I'll have to mic control.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
There we go.
All right. So, yeah, he's just looking at you like dumbfounded, like his mouth was all kind of milling around, kind of bleeding, looking.
Did the creature react at all to there being a tent in there?
Didn't seem to care at all.
Animalistic. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just. Oh, where did it come from? Was there like a? Did it come from a door? Did it just?
Seemed
appear?
to just appear and teleport in.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my watch inside the flap of the tent.
Okay.
Just kind of holding it open, just kind of looking out.
Perfect. So just keeping an eye out, and no other beasts appear from anywhere for the rest of your watch. Third watch.
Third watch.
That would be Zilgret.
I'll go wake up Zilgret, tell him what happened, and just try and keep watch.
Knowing
inside the
his
tent.
honorable ass, he's like rolled out of bed, fully ready,
Yeah, Zilgret.
already on his way to the fucking tent flap.
Actually, but by the time you realize it's the end of your watch, you just feel a hand on your shoulder, and then Zilgret.
Oh Jesus!
It's okay. I will watch from here.
Yeah,
Sleep
just
well.
stay in the flap. Came out of nowhere.
Very well.
And if another sheep gets taken, just give that one with the horns a thumbs up.
Okay.
I would
can do
really
this.
appreciate it. Thank you. Good night.
Sleep
Go to
well.
Mayan Bloodscale's room.
Perfect. And so As you go to the Bloodscale's room, you see he's propped up his back against the wall, just sleeping. He's kind of muttering, and
Is it super cold in there?
it is super cold in there.
It's gonna be another interesting wake-up call.
Well, you're used to it being pretty cold in there. Like he always, whenever he sleeps, it turns pretty frigid.
So is this like his normal turns cold when he's sleeping, or is this his I ate a chunk of a lich and drank some fucked up shit kind of cold?
It's pretty close to the same cold, but it's just super chilly at this point. Like it's you know it gets so cold that there's ice usually. So this would be kind of not out of the ordinary, but still inconvenient.
I'll ask the butler for a blanket and nuzzle up in the side of the room.
Of course, sir. Yeah, extra blanket on is more than enough to fight off the cold. All right, Zilgrat with a 22 kind of keeps an eye out. No displacer beasts or anything come through as he watches.
Cool.
Those were my favorite ones.
All right, and then last watch.
Let's watch Bloodscale blow it.
Let's go. All right, so that's a Bloodscale. As you guys you coming out of your sleep, you hear this faint knock on your door, and you're like, "Ugh!" And then you Uza, you're awakened slightly by this shattering, what sounds almost like glass, with the thick ice that shatters off the wall and falls around Bloodscale. You see as Bloodscale stands up, he has these white, leathery dragon wings.
That's new.
You're dreaming. Go back to sleep.
God, I feel so less special every day.
I'm gonna tuck them into the bear cloak.
Okay. Yeah, easy
Awkward
enough.
as fuck.
Easy enough. You kind of like.
Haven't had these before. Tuck. Fuck.
It's a little uncomfortable having them bound, but you get them pretty decently under there. As
Wait
Zilgrat.
till you have to wear a backpack.
I would have to wear a backpack. I got the bag of holding on my hip.
You hear another light on the door.
Alright, yeah, I get it. There you go, my watch. Yep. It's cool.
Excellent. Watch well.
I'm catching it.
All right, we'll sleep. And then Zilgrat just heads to his room and goes to sleep. And then go ahead and roll your perception check.
It's terrible.
Right. So while you're kind of getting used to this new odd feeling on your back, you're just kind of it's really distracting. And then you just all of a sudden you hear as they kind of start freaking out, and you see this beast kind of pop out of seemingly nowhere, and then it just kind of walks over, and you see.
Being a watch, I'm just gonna close the flap.
Okay, you close the flap, but you completely soundproof. You open it.
Yeah, I think that's the stealthiest option I have. Is I'm just gonna close the flap.
And when you open it, there's one less sheep.
Is the one with horns still there?
One with the horns is still there.
I give him a thumbs up, even though nobody told me to. It's just what I would do.
It's just. Like the subtitles there would say worried sheep noises.
Great sheep noises
Speak
and
Welsh.
eyes.
I know nothing about Welsh culture. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
But you're Irish enough to make fun of them. All right. So, yep. The rest of your watch goes kind of without a hitch, and yep. So at this point, everybody starts to kind of wake up and move around the inside of the tent. Breakfast is served as usual. The ceremony feel that you had from becoming of age, it's now been 24 hours since that has passed. So the no longer benefit from the D4s, but you do feel like an adult now.
Yes.
A real
Yeah.
adult.
I'm a big boy now.
Perfect. And
Welcome
then,
to taxes, bitch.
Oh God, no!
not again. I came here for fantasy. All right.
Rogues identified.
your
with the
time!
Barbarian, you know that.
All right. And then so as you guys kind of go through your morning routine, get the is there anything anybody wants to do before moving on with the day?
don't think so.
All right,
Nerds,
perfect.
look at this.
Oh,
Do you show them your wings?
Yeah.
Perfect. You guys, you guys watch after. Hey nerds, look at this as Bloodscale kind of shifts his bear cloak off, and then these great white dragon wings reach out, stretch, and come back
All
along.
right. Do I get? Can I do the full rest? Mark it off.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Everybody mark your long rests and everything like that. You get your everything back for that. And then if you have items that reach store charges, don't forget to roll to get your charges back. I always forget that as a player, so I'm gonna try to help remind you guys. Other than that, yeah. Everybody go and mark down your long rests, mark your full hit dice. Don't forget to mark down your NPCs, and then update their health inside of the Roll20, so I know how much health they have. And yeah. All right. And then you guys
So,
gonna
I have a question.
yeah.
I take it my eyes aren't white; they're blue, huh?
They're a pale blue, like they're the eyes of a white dragon, which are a blue.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that they weren't the color like some of the other ones were.
Mhm.
That's all.
I did it that way so we could determine silver, so people looking at you could determine silver and white easier. So perfect. Yeah, and then yeah, there is like some slight kind of ice crystals next to the eyes, but they're kind of like almost floating next to it.
I got like cat eye gunk.
Kind of, only it's sparkly in snow almost. All right, so
Yep,
from
so
this.
that's the thing now. Nobody be surprised. Honestly, don't be surprised if it goes away if I change eyeballs either. Might hurt like a
The
bastard.
wings?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. That could be cool.
I don't think I can right now. I think that was part of the arrangement. Just heads up that I can't like suddenly do fire shit until this kind of wears down. But yeah.
And then you also notice there is a white scale added to your shoulder patch.
I figured that. Yeah. That's just.
I know, but I as a DM, I have to say it out loud.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right.
Come on, man.
So you guys get the tent packed up, and you see this very insistent goat kind of leaning against the gate, head between like. Eh, eh,
Oh,
Thumbs
I'm
up.
gonna open the door and show him like get a basket of apples from the butler.
Of course, sir. And the instant you take it across the door, it disappears.
No.
Oh,
I
okay.
open the door for him to come in and get the basket.
Okay, he kind of like walks in. Eh? And he kind of like walks in.
Well, hold on. I will.
Sheep
heave him
shrugs?
over the fence.
Eh? Eh?
I don't think he can make it over the fence.
He cannot, no. And then you kind of like put him inside the tent and a barrel for you, sir. You see
Not
the
a
butler
barrel, just a
gestures
bucket.
towards a bucket for you, sir. He gestures to the bucket of apples, and the sheep kind of like looks and starts munching down.
Can we
And
just
then,
keep him in the tent?
Well,
Are
we
you-
gotta pack up the tent.
Yeah,
No, I mean. Oh shit, that would crush him. Yeah.
No, just shoot him out. At least that's what happens in the fortress. This thing just gets shot out.
yeah. Either way, I don't think it's an experiment he wants to take place. You know, he wants to try out.
All right. So
I
then
can
he
let
kind
him
of,
know. Like, do we let him follow us or?
after eating, he like he goes back to the back of your legs, Zephyr, and he kind of like headbutts you in the back of the leg, like, and looks up at you like,
I give him the 1 second thing.
he kind of like plops down like,
So I don't
It's like
think
my
we can
cat.
change him yet, but we could take him with us.
Or do you have anybody that can speak to sheep and not exactly be truthful?
Yeah.
could guide someone.
Honestly, I'm not even sure this might be truthful. Isn't most shit done down here by contract?
Yeah.
Isn't it possible that we need to find the contract before we can fucking get him out of this shit anyways?
Probably.
Well, why don't we just tell him that we can't do it right away? We got to find the contract. Hold tight. Try not to die.
So
And if he can give us more information on the contract, it'll actually.
I
has
mean, if you
much
want him
better
to
chance of
really
helping us.
die, we can take him with us,
well, it should pop him out of his sheep body.
and as a corpse.
Do spare the dying.
That would
We
be
can just
that.
come
You'd have
back
to
for
ask
him,
Milgret.
too. Honestly, the only reason to bring him with us would be if he presented some sort of value that would like help us get through all of this. So like
Fair.
make that clear to him. Make that clear that we'll either come back for him or he can give us some reason that we should take him with us. Because so far he's given us nothing.
Well, I mean, he's a guy who's vacationing in the abyss.
Now, it doesn't even sound like he
Gambling.
knows how to get through this house, you know? So why wouldn't we come
Good
back for him? He's done this for 40 days. He can live for a couple more hours while we figure this out.
Okay, so instead of using one of my speak to animal charges from my staff, I'm just gonna look at him and go, point at him, and then I'm gonna point at the ground. You stay.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We, and I do a rolling symbol with my hands, come back here, and I point to the spot. And I point to my wrist like I'm holding a watch, going, later.
He kind of like goes over. He goes to like walk into the gate, and he tries to jump over it. And you see he jumps, and then he's it's
No,
just
I'd
too
lift him
tall.
over again. I just
Alright.
lift
Hold
him
on.
over again.
Hold on. Wait a minute before you put him in there. Why don't you leave him out where he can hide in the bushes when those things come by?
He's shaking his head when you say that.
Nope, he has a better chance.
I
in
heave
the
him
herd.
in the fucking pen.
Okay.
And then you see once you do, he kind of like gathers his feet, and then you see he goes and he starts pushing the other ones around into like a little circle around him. And then he's like,
Good tactic. I like it.
Okay. Feel shitty about it, but let's go.
So, dude, you know what? This guy was probably trying to watch us through the. Hey, sheep, were you trying to watch someone through that weird one-way mirror, two-way mirror thing in the penthouse suite? Don't you fucking lie to me.
yeah. Well,
Yep. See? Remember the mirror above the penthouse, which is why we put up the tent in the hotel?
it was
Yeah.
not called the penthouse. It was called the orgy room.
The orgy room. Yes, I
It
was
was
trying
very
to do orgy.
specific.
Yep. Orgy. But he laughed like he knew. So
Yeah, you did.
So fuck him. He's creepy.
All right. All right. So what are we doing after we've solved the goat issue, and you have doors to the north, east, west, and south.
First, we pack up the tent.
Yo.
While they're doing that, I don't know how long it takes. Can I richly cast detect magic?
Ritually cast? Yeah. Do you have it prepared in your ritual?
I do today.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You take 10 minutes. Do you have an idea what that would look like, or just curious?
To richly cast it,
Yeah, like when using
So,
Akadi's power.
I'm gonna pull out my focus, my little holy symbol, and kind of look at that and be like, okay, because this is the first time I've richly cast anything. And, Kadi, I could use detect magic, and then I'm gonna take out a book that has nothing written in it, and I'm gonna look like I'm reading it, and then I'm gonna draw some nonsense on the ground, and I'm just gonna bullshit my way through this, having no knowledge on how to actually ritually cast something, knowing that I can do it if I believe in my god enough.
Perfect. So you guys see Uza. Uza, make a performance check for me.
Oh no.
We're doing a baby ritual. Just
7. Okay. So you see Uza, he gets out a blank book, and he's holding it, he's like, he holds up and he starts like, please, Akadi, grant me sight beyond the sight to see magic stuff and stuff. Detect magic, that's the words for it. And then he kind of like, and then he like almost drops the book at one point. You can all see its blanket before he catches it and then closes it. And you see he's kind of like marking and doing symbols on the ground. And then he does like this Power Ranger, almost like, ah, and then like at the end of it. But then there's this crack of lightning and then like this little kind of like static around him. And you see the static kind of gather up and around his eyes. And then you see dancing in his irises is just this little shock of blue electric against the gold of his owl eyes.
Question.
Yeah.
Do I hear a faint giggle from Ulhar?
No, actually, Ulhar is pretty impressed.
All right, cool. That
Just
works.
kind of give everyone a thumbs up. Do I detect anything?
You
At the
detect a magical ass sheep, and all of the doors are definitely magical of some sort. They are not just doors, and you know that because as you go up to get close to one, it is completely black. You can't see beyond the doorway. There are no doors. It's just an archway.
And I'm guessing, just being thorough here, the sheep is magic is transmutation.
Yep, transmutation.
Do I detect any kind of magical traps at the door? And I'm also going to search for regular.
Investigation check.
Can't
20.
guess.
You are expecting to find traps, definitely, but there are none. It's weird.
Huh.
You're in a place that clearly is meant to keep things in one place, but there are no traps on the doors.
It's also a museum. All right, guys. Everybody ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Perfect. So you guys all gather together, and which way are we headed?
North.
North. Okay. Yeah. All right. So as you guys head north, once again you hear this kind of like as you all step through the blackness. There's a kind of beautiful lilting music in the air. You walk into a room. On the ground there are hundreds of gears and an entire what looks like a clock, but it's instead of 1 through 12, it's 16. You hear this music kind of coming through it as the gears kind of click into place, and each tone pops out. There are golden balls that look like globes kind of rolling around, each pulsing with a note as you walk through. And you see sitting on the opposite corner. Zephyr, make a history check.
History checks have been shit lately.
17. You recognize the very kind of difficult to track changeling face, half covered, but you can tell by the eyes and the way the hair is styled. This is Yuvari, the sorcerer rogue that helped rescue you all those years ago. And he's sitting with a gold ball in his hand, just shaking it, trying to figure out what it does. And he looks up to all of you, and he stands up and he holds the ball, and he's like, if you're here to just make fun of me like everyone else, it's not fun for me anymore. I'm not going to be entertaining. I refuse to perform for you. And... Zephyr, is that you?
Hi, Ivari.
I was almost like, no, I'm not Zephyr.
Great. All right, so...
I'm here in
Just... Great, some more torture. Cool. All right, so tell me all of the terrible things you've done since we've saved you. I'm sure it's been nothing good by all of... Just...
Baby, you're muted. They can hear me through you.
I just heard dickhead.
Alright, fine. I said, oh, you're in for a big fucking surprise, dickhead.
I do like surprises. Well, the head's not currently a dick, although... And he kind of like shakes his head. It turns into like a phallic head and then shakes it back
Nope.
in its hair.
Just
What the
don't.
hell was that?
He's 8!
Yeah, I'm a child.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
I care. Anyway,
Oh.
so what's the deal here?
Claw
What's
your
the...
fucking eyes out.
Just real quick, who is this guy? Why are we being so mean to him? Sorry, man. It looks like you're having a rough day here.
It's been a bit.
Saved me. Saved. Ronat was really the only one who saved me. They wanted to.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I escorted Ronat, and Ronat decided to save you out of all of the horrible things that we found here. And in our defense, you weren't exactly, you were. And he kind of looks at you seriously. I mean, you know what you were doing when we found you.
2, you're fine.
Okay,
Question.
well, I don't know. I don't want to be that guy, but yeah. What's your question?
No, sorry, no. Question to the DM.
Oh, yeah.
My detect magic is still up.
All of the golden orbs are magic, the gears are magic, and he is magic.
What kind of magic?
Ooh, I don't know. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Hi, Xavier. It's not time for you to eat.
Quickly, stop it. Jesus. Both of the cats are being dicks.
Making while I'm looking for this, can you, make a perception check while you're looking for what kind of magic he is,
Sure.
because you are
27.
27. Not bad. So he is. It's definitely some sort of I forget what it's called. Transformation.
Transmutation?
Transmutation. Yes, it's a transmutation magic. And then as you're looking, you do see there is a small trail of slime from him to a closet in the corner. Here.
Okay. All right. Is there any magic coming from that slime?
Yeah, the magic is. There's also magic coming from that the slime and from the cabinet. It's the barest hint. It's super clear, hard to see, but with a 27, you definitely saw it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Zephyr. Hey, Zephyr, is your buddy a snail?
No, he was a changeling.
Have you never seen a changeling before? We're able to do change into all sorts of things. I can even change into
like-
you. Oh, like me? Like, oh yeah. And he changes back. Now listen, there are these gold balls. I don't know what to do with them. They're driving me nuts. They all make magical tones. And he kind of like takes when he shakes it.
I'm gonna
Yes.
pull out my bow and just like, what? What's with the snail trail, dude?
Snail trail, what are you talking about?
That thing behind you.
Kind of looks down. He's like, oh. And he starts backing away from it, and it keeps following. He's like, what the hell? I don't know. Is that coming from me? He kind of like he's like trying to grab things on his back. What the fuck? And then he's like spins around, and there's clearly nothing on his back as he's trying to figure out what's going on here.
Do you think these balls could have some sort of compulsion on them? Why won't you let them go? What do you care about?
Well, no, they have something to do with the 16 in the center, and they all make music. And he kind of tosses you the ball, and it's
I catch it with Mage Hand.
maybe catch it with the mage hand, and then as you shake it, it makes a light tone like doo doo doo.
Right? So what do... There's 16 what? What are you talking about? Hold on, set this up for me.
So look, and he kind of points to the ground. He's like, "This clock or whatever that's not a clock has 16 of these. There's 16 little places or whatever, and there's 16 of these, and I don't. I assume they go in some sort of order, but they make musical tones, and I'm not exactly sure why.
You've already tried doing like a scale or something, right? Yeah.
They don't go in musical order, no.
The more important thing is what is in the closet behind you.
Well, I have no idea. I've never opened it. I've been trying to get out of here since I've got here.
How long have you been here?
I don't know, like a week. Hard to tell with all the ticking and constant music. It's nice at first, but it gets
Right,
old rather
right.
fast.
Insight check. You've been here for a week and you haven't looked at all the doors?
Roll an insight check. $28.
I beat you, Uza!
So, with a 28, he's not been here for a week. Not only that, the Uvari you know would have picked every door and tried to go through every option before trying to solve anything with logic or even chance. He would have just tried to force his way through the locks. He's a magical rogue. Why would he bother with anything else? If that doesn't work. Casting what?
Light.
All right, go and cast Blight.
Blight. All right.
Dude, I'm not fucking around. He's lying.
No, for sure.
Constitution saving
Giggles
throw.
in excitement.
All right, so makes his Constitution saving throw, but you guys watch as he says a weak Zephyr just reaches out with the Blight spell. You see it connect in, and as it does, it pulls on the chest of this what should be Uvari, and as it pulls it out, the life pulls, and you see the color all drain into this red as it falls back and collapses into like this wet, slapping slime, and then pulls back into the closet.
What the hell was that?
That is not Vari.
Make a history check, Zephyr. 15. You remember that you've seen this sort of thing before, but it was never as detailed or intricate. This use, you recognize it as an. They would occasionally feed things to an Obelix, and it would duplicate them, but not to that degree, not to that order.
An Obelix, but usually they can only partially duplicate something, not something that detailed. They feed things to it, and it mimics what it eats.
Does that mean this guy ate your friend?
Oh.
Sorry. Fuck.
Well, he wasn't really a friend, more they were just people that rescued me, I guess. Ronat was really the only one. Never mind. There's an Obelix in that closet. That's
Oh,
not
my.
good.
Addy, what's the thing in the closet? Why is there a thing in the closet? I yelled.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey. So you guys are not ignoring me. My mic was muted.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
muted, but disconnected.
Oh no.
I was asking Zephyr if there was anything. What are the chances that your friend's alive and hooked into this thing? Do they work like that?
I don't know. Do I know?
You
I'm
don't
so
know. This would
I
mean
don't
like
know.
you just.
I suggest we try to figure it out. Let's go kill it.
I suggest
Well-
we block the closet and not waste a bunch of our resources.
Definitely. But the guy holding the golden orbs, man. I asked him what's in the closet. Like, why is that there?
The guy's
he-
dead.
he's-
That was the
he-
guy that
Oh,
got blighted.
He got obliterated by the Blight spell,
Oh shit.
and then the slime retreated back into the closet.
I'm gonna head over to the western doors and
check-
check them for traps.
Perfect.
'cause
Roll
that's
an
where we have to
investigation
go
check.
anyway.
I'm gonna ready a frost spell. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna ready in case the door bursts open.
Sure.
Just a quick ray of frost.
Perfect.
Hey,
Investigation
what
check.
I was gonna do.
They are. They like as you're kind of looking around. It's a similar thing where there's just black instead of doors, and there doesn't seem to be any traps.
Okay, and are there 2 doors on the west?
There are 2 doors onto the west.
Ooh.
Oh,
And then did my detect magic ever get a school for the orbs?
The orbs. There would be. Let's see. Just a simple. I guess it would be an illusion spell because it's a minor illusion can create sound and everything. So they're all just creating. Each orb makes 1 tone, and there's like I said 18 in the middle.
Right.
Oh.
So,
It's a tune.
alright. Is there any other? Can I just look around the room?
Sure.
Really want to find
Yeah, searching around the room.
details and stuff.
Is there
There
anything I can barricade the door with? The closet?
there are some golden orbs, and that's about it. There's nothing to really in here to barricade the door. You could put like your axe against it or something, or if you have something in the
Is
bag
there
of
anything
holding.
in the
but-
bag of holding?
You
Maybe
have
we
a
can
bag of holding.
maybe do we have? I think we have some spears in there. We could slide it under the door. Create a wedge.
Bag of holding. We
Bag
have
of
2 great
holding.
axes.
Nice.
There's 27 javelins. Yeah. I mean,
Easy enough. You
All
put
right.
one javelin through the door and then jam another at the bottom and wedge it
I'm gonna do
This
another
door-
at the top too.
at the
This
top.
door
Okay,
was
perfect.
Closed, right?
All of the
Door
doors
was
are closed.
closed when he like shoots through it, right?
That's correct. Yeah, the slime retreated back underneath the door.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. Oh, there's
Do we have
shit.
salt?
I'm gonna take some winter clothes that I have and just kind of jam that at the bottom of the door.
Okay.
Like there's just like there's smoke on the other side.
Mark down your winter clothes.
Can I
Just
put
'cause I know
salt
it's getting
along
to
the
it.
bottom of the door too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you just chuck salt below the door.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna miss that jacket.
I guess. Oh, we could have put the rat clothes in there. Oh well.
All right. So
Alright, now I'm gonna look around the room.
perfect.
look
You
for-
find
what
16
is-
gold magical orbs, all making different
Okay.
tones.
What happens? I'm gonna gather them all together in one spot.
Perfect. They all every time you move one just the slightest or touch it, it'll make a noise. So you can doom 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 doom. Doom. There seems to be a full chromatic scale, 16 orbs.
Okay. Do they look like they slot in? Like, where do they slot in? I'm
So,
confused about the clock.
Looking at the clock, you see around this kind of hold on. Let me get there. So around this edge here, there are good drawing.
It's
Tyler.
not marking anything.
Oh, you guys can't see. Oh, whoops, sorry.
No.
Did all the
There you
DM
go.
level.
I was. So around this outer ledge, there are 16 like small round divots.
Okay. What happens if I place all of them in like a circle that's a scale?
What scale? Like, what do you mean?
Starting
Which?
from the lowest note and then going up one each. as
So
it
just
goes
a
around.
okay chromatic scale, all 16. You place them all around and nothing happens. Nothing in the circle.
Hold on. What about the tune that was there when we came in? Can you replicate that?
It's still playing.
I try and arrange the balls to match the song that's still
Okay.
playing.
Make a. Let's just do a performance check for this to see if you can suss the notes and everything.
Hooray!
Yeah, you match it.
Wah!
You match
Oh,
it
no.
perfectly, and you know it does because you set them down. You kind of you throw a mage hand and you hit them all in time to with where they should be. And nothing.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a chance to get a drink. I'll be right back while you guys are pondering.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm not gonna lie,
what
I don't
happened?
The fact that
understand.
it says 11Z's, second breakfast, luncheon,
What?
dinner, supper. If you zoom in on the clock, the place where he drew the picture, it's Hobbit
Huh.
novels.
It does.
Is it relevant? Probably not.
But it's
Sounds like-
cool.
Sounds like a good question for the DM.
Make it play the Lord of the Rings theme. You can't do that with
And a bag.
16 unique notes.
What are we doing?
Oh, we're wondering about 11Z's and second breakfast and luncheon, dinner and supper.
No.
Is that pertinent?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
So,
You do notice. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say you do notice like as the middle thing kind of spins around, it activates each note that's under it.
Can
So
I
can
stop the
investigate
metal
the
thing?
ring.
You can definitely try strength check.
I mean, I got advantage for push pull, all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah.
And Zach, what were you saying?
Sarah can
Not
investigate
save,
the
you
ring
bastard.
Where the balls go.
Cool.
So if Zarek can what? Sorry.
Take the pen.
Investigate the ring where the balls go.
Sure. Yeah. So 10 and a
Investigate
6.
balls.
No, you're not able to stop it. Like it is like it doesn't move very fast, but it is supported by an immense amount of gears and stuff. It is extremely hard to stop. Go ahead and make an
Stopping it would
investigation.
probably fuck it up anyways.
Make an investigation. Okay, Zarek. Let's see, 21. Kind of looking around. Oh, actually, make a what do I call this? Let's make a general intelligence check for me as well. 23. Okay. So as you're looking around this, you do recognize that there's something similar to the Mechanicus plane that keeps everything in certain orders and everything like that. So you get the idea that it's less of a tune and more of an order of something. Like, this is not a creative process. This is adding something to something similar to the Mechanicus magic, putting it in a specific order, something in this circle.
I'm a goofy bitch.
Put the next part of the tune in order?
What?
So, oh, sorry, go.
If it's mathematical or mechanical, wouldn't we want to put the next, complete the circuit or something?
Are there any
So-
numbers or anything?
Yeah, DM question. The angles and designs on the floor, are those relevant, or is that similar to the words upon the gear thing?
It's similar to the words on the gear. They're not really relevant.
Sure.
I just
Sure. You found a picture that looked like a thing, and
Yeah,
I get
I
it.
found I've been thinking about this puzzle for a long time and finally found something that kind of fit. So
Sure.
Is there any...
So
Mhm.
So yeah, looking for numbers and things
So there-
around the doors.
there are around the doors. There are no symbols or numbers or anything.
do we need to figure this puzzle out to get out? So we're just
Yeah, I
taking a
guess
50.
We have not yet tried the doors.
I mean,
Yeah,
there
is
is
there
no
any
door,
mark-
right? It's just
There's two
blackness.
doors. Isn't there 2 doors?
Two
Yeah,
doors
Is
are
that the
there's
direction
two.
we need to go?
Yeah.
in a direction.
To the
what about the
west.
space between the doors? Is there like a
Um,
fake door there? Hidden door?
Is there
Um,
anything on the doors themselves?
No, it's just a blank space. Like, it's just blackness. Between the doors seems solid enough, as your investigation check would have revealed.
Okay.
What if us finishing the puzzle merges the 2 doors, though?
That would
That's good.
help, I
So-
guess?
I have a theory, and I guess it
Uh-huh.
all depends on how fucked up Menelaus is, which the answer to that seems to be very,
Mhm,
because he wants us to get through this,
mhm.
because he's fucked up. How many notes are in Here Comes the Bride?
Oh,
That
but they wouldn't.
that
be the,
would-
They wouldn't be this. We'd have to have multiples of
There
the
are
same note.
repeated notes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So it's not a song.
No, it's some sort of weird math equation.
I kind of like Zephyr's idea of if we have to add something elongating the existing song.
Okay, so I'm just gonna help a little bit here.
Dare you?
Visair,
Mhm.
give me a charisma check.
Sure thing. Oh, that's the saving throws. All right. Bam.
So,
I'll do a charisma check.
you're not a well. Actually, anybody who plays a musical instrument as part of their
And I
character
do
background,
play
make a
an
charisma
instrument.
check.
I play this harp with one string pretty well.
That's a bow.
Fuck, that was like the one opportunity I
Oh.
had.
Certain point of view.
Better.
So, let's see. Anybody and nobody else
Performance.
plays musical instruments. You know what?
Sir.
I've worked on a couple. Woodworking
So,
fine.
you guys.
One of us assisting help. Assisting the other help.
Well, it's too late for them.
Yeah, that is.
So- So with a 10, I will give you this, that there are ways that notes are arranged outside of scales, but you're having a hard time pulling together. Like some people like arrange them into chords and things like that, but there's certain cyclical ones, but you can't remember what they are. But they do circle back to the original.
All right, I tell the team that so everybody knows.
He doesn't actually know how to play. He just plays a lot of Guitar Hero.
On the
Kind
tip
of.
of my brain.
Okay, so it's a pattern that's cyclical instead of just like straight up and down like a staircase. So we gotta try rearranging it from
Is there anything in the room?
loudest to lowest.
That's the song.
In the
This
closet.
this might
which
give it
way-
away. This might give it away, but at the blood scale, as you're kind of using this as the wheel of fate, you're just walking. You look towards the center and you see barely on the center's cap, there's a V with 2 lines over it, a Roman 5.
There's a symbol
Oh,
here.
fifths.
Fifth?
Alright, so
don't
arrange it in the
remember,
wheel of
sorry.
fifths.
So apparently Zarek has a horn, and I have proficiency with performance. So does
Okay,
that mean that
roll-
I have some sort of musicality.
We'll see. Roll a charisma check. We'll see what you
Well,
get.
that's not a good idea.
I know, right? 14. Okay,
That wasn't
Zarek.
too bad.
With the fifth, the repeating and everything, you do remember that there is a circle in music called the Circle of Fifths.
Hooray.
Circle of fifths.
Uh,
This
Well, I'm
was-
gonna convey that, and
Yeah.
I'll arrange them
Lester and I
into
can
the
use
circle of
Mage Hand for
fifths.
that.
Perfect. So you guys BEADGCFG, and you guys put it through it and then into the flats and everything like that. You guys arrange them into the 16. This was a test of a puzzle. I don't think it worked out, so there won't be any more like this. Don't worry.
I just didn't know context-wise in the room what to do.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like that's okay. I thought the circle and the music notes, like I didn't know if it was enough or not. This was an experimental room for
No,
me,
and that's
so
the thing, I never did music theory. Like
that's
Same.
I forget.
a
Well,
little bit of stuff that
I thought like
William
there's so many of
tried
you
to do with
guys.
us
There's so many
before
of
he
you
gave
that
up.
yeah before he gave up. Well, like somebody that play instruments, I thought maybe, but yeah, no
It's
worries.
like I've heard of it, but it's not something that just comes to mind until you're like, oh hey, there's a
Exactly.
few lines over it, and I'm like, oh,
It was
I didn't even get that.
I don't make puzzles this specific for a reason, and you know what? I won't in the future. So
Actually, no.
sorry about that,
Honestly,
guys.
it's fine. It's just like perception check to find the V next time.
yeah, well, like it was one of those. I having it a specific like the circle was the biggest hint because it's literally in music theory called the Circle of Fifths, and I swear to God, I thought Zach was gonna say it at like 6 different points, so I wanted to let him get it to it naturally, but it was just no. Okay, so as you guys
That
arrange these in order, and then you see that as after you put the last one in, the first click, and then it plays, but instead of stop playing when it goes to the next note, it glows and it continues all around until all the balls are glowing, and then they collect up into the air and form one giant gold mass, and then hit between the 2 doors and expand out, so both doors become one doorway.
It's right about a thing.
Alright. Well done.
That's new.
I gotta take a music class when I get back to the Erie after all this world-saving stuff.
Are we bothering to look in the
I was gonna take a Zemnian class, but you know.
That I can help with. You hear from Sento. All right.
He doesn't speak Zemnian.
Right.
I'm looking at his character sheet.
You think I put everything there?
Guy may
Well-
or may not be alive, and we're gonna keep going. Yeah. I just want to make sure everybody.
Can we just do a similar? We'll come back and check.
I'm sure most of these are time sensitive. So
I'm
they-
sure most of these are traps to play on your fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that
What?
this thing would have had to have absorbed him or eaten him already, right? Is that no?
He
Did
might
I miss that?
partially alive. I wouldn't know.
Well, with Menelef is dead, it's gonna be a lot easier to clear out his zoo, right?
That's
Rude.
right.
I'm gonna grab my jacket from the closet, check it for goo.
Do we still have our
No goo on your
temporary
jacket.
hit points if we didn't take any damage?
Oh, they only last
Uh,
24 hours.
Before we head out, I'm gonna. Alright, guys. Alright, come here.
Wait,
So-
no, you would have your temporary hit points from the feast for a little bit longer.
And I-
Or
Well, I
wait,
got
you haven't
the
done that
shit
yet.
kicked out of me.
You haven't done that yet. I forgot. That's my bad.
I did not.
Just
get the
kidding. You don't have any temporary
It's
hit
gonna be
points.
like Everybody come here. Alright, so this is going to be really weird and really emotionally taxing, right? We get to be on our toes for everything, but we can do this. We're like the Dawnforged company, damn it. Like, we're the ones, if anyone's going to get this done, we're going to save Uza, and then we can come back and dig
It's right
as
here,
much
you
of this
mean-
as we can. Not Uza. Fuck. Hi, Uza. Sorry.
I'm still jazzed. I'm into it. I'm loving it.
Alright, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's us,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Fucking-
Perfect. Inspiring leader. You
Black
can
and white and
all
black and white
add.
and black and white.
And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. There's everybody. You can choose somebody to leave out, but everybody gains temporary hit points equal to Vicer's level, which is 15, I believe, and charisma modifier, which is 5. So 20 temporary hit points. Oh, wait. No, I'm just kidding. It's good.
I mean, it
Where are you
feels like it
leaving
right
out?
now.
No, it's a really good feat. I'm
Who
actually
are you
pretty happy
leaving
to
out?
Our guy that we hired, maybe?
Sento.
It's like, yeah, he'll be fine, right?
We'll find out.
Well, we made him to be fine.
That's true.
He's the one we have the least amount of attachment to, so yes.
Oh. We casually
right.
do not say out loud.
No, that's Brandon talking.
All right. So yeah,
I'm
go.
just gonna nod at him and be like, and I assume you can handle yourself in a situation like this.
Of course, yes. This is what you've hired me to do. Of course, I will do my best not to die, but if I do, I might die. You paid me more than enough for it.
We won't let you if we can help it.
I would appreciate that very much. So,
Into the thumbs up.
he gives it right back.
Yeah.
All right,
Steve's
let's
can't,
go.
guys. You wouldn't get it. Pull me stride through the door.
I wave at Uza and then I flip him off when he looks at me.
Oh, it's a new one. I'm gonna write that down in my blank book.
Perfect. So, as you guys walk into the second room, I guess next room, to the west, which you guys, as you walk in, you see these large creatures. They look like gorillas with extra arms, just running and charging at the doors, battering against them with all 4 arms. And you see one there's in the center of the room, this giant stone that is glowing with 4 statues on either side. You see one is pounding at the doors, one is trying to tear at these chains that anchor the stone on all 4 sides as they are attacking with might. It's at this point we're going to have everybody roll for that beautiful initiative.
Real quick,
gone
what are
clear
they?
through no
They're
one.
attacking the statues?
They're attacking the statues and attacking the chains that hold this stone in the middle.
Oh, did I mess that up?
Whoops.
I did.
That's okay. We can fix it.
So, Uza should be 17. I accidentally rolled with Sento's initiative and
Okay.
just lowered him.
No worries.
Also nice.
So 17, Zilgrad 18. Okay. Zadok, you rolled 10?
No, I mean I originally rolled a 6, and then
6,
I
okay.
guess you cleared the
I
initiative.
rolled.
I actually got the
And-
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it was in there, and then it went away.
Oh, weird.
Still in
Okay.
there.
No
Hey.
token,
Still in
so
there.
then I rolled again to get my token on there, but I changed
Oh, weird.
it.
Okay. I'll just update it to 6 then. See if there maybe is 2 of you in here. All right. So, everybody in the turn order. Everybody see themselves? Nope. Okay.
6.
Zephyr, you had a 6 as well.
Wahaha.
Just going.
I believe I did. Yeah.
Zephyr. The hell, jerk? This thing's being a real jerk today. Where are you?
I'm in the corner.
Yeah, no, I freaking come on. There we go. Oh, I actually clicked Ulu. 6, and then Ulu, you had 12. Not the 9 that I accidentally gave you. Boom. All right. So, as these things are attacking doors and pulling on chains and in their fierce attacks, Bloodscale, you are up first. What are we doing?
Oh fuck. I'm gonna just get here, Hulk out with the rage of all the rages, And I'm gonna hold my attack until somebody tells me to swing at an ape.
Perfect. Hold your attack action. And that'll bring us to Zilgrut.
Lather, rinse, repeat, except
Perfect.
without the rage.
Uza.
I'm gonna fly up. How tall is the ceiling in here?
Ceiling here is only about 20 feet tall.
And I'm guessing I'll still be within reach even if I'm all the way up to the ceiling.
Yep.
I'm gonna go all the way up to the ceiling and hold a bow attack on this fella.
Perfect. All right. That'll bring us to that fella. He is going to make his multi-attack. He's going to just turn to Bloodscale, who came up first, and he is going to do 5 attacks. First, he's going to try to bite you. 10 does
Ow.
not get through, and then he's going to do 4 claw attacks. 1, I
24
think,
hits.
hits. You take 7 slashing damage, reduced to 3. As you guys watch the ape turn over and bites over it, and Bloodscale throws up his hand and then catches the bite with his Gilthic bracer, kind of pushes him off to the side, and then you see as the other arms all come like bashing in, you see Bloodscale like bam, 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 blocking all with his axe until one kind of like catches just like underneath and it's like a good solid like hit under, and Bloodscale kind of resets, barely phased. And
That's solid.
those of you holding attacks, do you attack now?
I mean, yeah, he hit me.
Perfect. Roll your attacks if you're holding an attack.
I mean, yeah, he hit me.
We'll just stick with the initiative order, I guess. For
Yeah.
this.
Bloodscale?
Yeah, he hit me.
He definitely hit you.
Give that monkey a boop.
18. That definitely hits.
No, it should not be rolling with disadvantage. It should
Oh,
be
28
rolling-
absolutely hits. 14 slashing. 27 hits. 15 slashing.
Bat monkey.
Perfect. And then go with Zilgrat next.
Got 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. The second and third one hit for another 15.
What's a low armor class?
It is. It's a big ass monkey demon thing. It's got no armor.
Filled with hit points.
Bloodscale is yelling "bad monkey" as he strikes, though.
Bad monkey! Bad monkey!
Okay.
Bad monkey, no touch.
All right, and then Uza go and fire away. 19 definitely hits. Perfect. So you guys watch as it attacks against Bloodscale. He starts striking back, and him and Zilgrad almost in sync, high, as Bloodscale goes high, Zilgrad goes low, and they fight together, really coordinated. And then Uza, in the back, you see all of a sudden as it kind of stands back and then roars at both of them. You're like, oh, cool, head, and you fire straight in between its eyes, and it falls dead to the
What I'm
ground.
saying is, we pulled a end of the tournament of power.
Pretty much,
Goku
yeah.
Frieza 17.
Hold action.
It's exactly that. Yeah, that's the whole action is fun when they all get triggered at the same time.
That's a bad day for that monkey. Also, that makes me worried about the rest of this room.
Hold action until we figure out maybe. I don't know.
Well, unless another monkey hits us, I mean, yeah, you can do what you want.
Okay,
Well, I was gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Ulumfa, you are up. Actually, go and roll a history check for me real quick, Zephyr. While Ulu's taking her turn.
Yeah.
Now she gets a 22.
Yeah, now I get a 22 when it's really important.
You know that they are monstrosities. They are not animals.
Okay. So yeah, that wouldn't work. Kill it! Kill it with fire!
All right. Let me guess. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
You get,
Take-
get one guess, and the first guess doesn't count.
So it means they're not animals, so she wouldn't be able to speak with them. However, that means they're not really able to be bartered with, much like
21 hits.
animals.
14 hits.
Sentience in D&D. What?
Oh, 14 slashing damage. Shit, 18 hits.
It's apparently a sheep.
Oh, Jesus.
Another 14 slashing damage.
I'm not stabbing, I'm slashing. Slashy, slashy.
Slashy. 20 hits. 12. Jesus Christ. All right, that'll bring us to Sento.
Sento is going to move into position and then throw his knives.
Perfect.
Now,
Well,
actually, here's a question because I haven't run into this situation before. Ulu is currently in melee range of the monkey, but I don't know if the monkey's currently in range of.
Sento, as a
Ulu.
bonus action, can take aim if you're worried about it.
I will bonus action take aim.
But in the future, as long as they're in threatened distance, so if it's in with weapon distance of an ally, so he's still being threatened by Ulu because Ulu can hit him, so he's distracted. So you'd normally get sneak attack even without the concentrate.
Oh, okay. Well, either way.
But to
take
get
aim.
advantage, take aim.
Yeah. Throwing ones. Here we go. So first one's at advantage,
18 hits.
and then second one.
Definitely, they both hit. So, you guys watch it as Sento kind of like, he sneaks around the wall and he's like, I don't think these are, you know what, let's just be done with this. And he spins, and he just tosses a knife, and as it spins through the air, you see it cuts the throat and keeps going, lodges in the wall, and then teleports back to his coat where that has like the knives all over it. And then you see the lights just go out in the Growling as it just falls to the floor. You guys are left alone in this room. The door's locked.
Is anyone else massively worried about how easy that was?
Yes,
absolutely
but I'm going to right now harvest some tusks.
Perfect. Yeah. Go ahead and do a,
I'm
I guess, nature check to harvest the Growling tusks.
So
we
if it's hard, I was just going to decapitate it and take a head.
It's not hard. It's just to see how well you and how many you get.
Can I investigate the area?
Absolutely. So
Same,
roll
I
an
will.
perfect. Roll your
yeah.
investigators.
I want to look at these little
Oh,
gold wheels.
perfect. Okay.
The wheels,
No.
the stone, the
I'm just
doors,
watching
the
Bloodscale
statues.
chop a head off a
So-
monkey.
Oh, you're watching Bloodscale
No, but
as
it was okay.
yeah, Bloodscale. You see, he's like he goes and he pulls up like the head, and then he has his axe still, and he's just like, you see,
Actually, hold on, because I would have pulled out my wood carver tools actually and been like,
Perfect,
all right,
okay.
this is better.
so he pulls out this smaller axe and some wood, or no, actually for this you'd use kind of like the what do they call the little chippy things? Anyway, a chisel. Yeah, and you see, and he kind of like lines up and bat, and he's just getting like and just with some death strikes, you get yourself about 5 Growling like fangs, the big teeth.
Gorilla.
And you're just watching this, so you miss all of this. Zadok and Zephyr, as you guys are looking around the room, you notice that each statue, they have a contorted face and a look of guilt carved into them. And in each of them, each statue, there's underneath them on their chest written a different word. One says deceit, one says murder, one says theft, and one says gluttony. And they all are holding balls that are holding magic glowing chains, holding the stone in the center aloft.
What were those again? One more time. I'm sorry.
Guilt,
I'll just put them in chat. So their faces are contorted with guilt, and they have deceit, murder, theft, and gluttony written on their chests.
Alright, so it's about deceit, murder. That says DM. That means Ty did this to us.
I was like, oh, theft and gluttony, that's TG. No, TJ.
So close.
So close. Gluttony. Gluttony.
Not-
I
it's all
thought it
about
was
how you
jealousy. Ah, fuck.
It says jealousy now. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Something.
I just want to make
20.
sure all of the chains are tied to this stone in the middle.
That's correct. Yeah, and the stone is being held aloft.
How high?
About 5 feet off the ground. There's a big divot where it clearly will slide into, but the chains are holding it from doing so.
What are the gold wheels?
Those are just candle lights. They're
Oh,
candelabra hanging from the ceiling, sort of thing.
Aesthetic.
can I arcana check the chains?
Sure. They're definitely magical. It's hard to tell what exact school of magic, but they're You get the idea that the Growlians are super, super strong, so the magic is protecting them from being damaged. It's hard to tell much more than that.
Do each of the statues look different? Like, are the faces different on every one of them?
They are different, and each
Do I
contorted
recognize
differently.
any of them?
Roll a history check.
Which one says theft?
The top left one. 22. You are certain you do not recognize any of these faces.
Cool.
I have an idea. I'll go up to
Alright.
this one. I'm gonna touch the orb.
Okay.
Think about that time I stole somebody's shit. Probably one I shouldn't have.
Okay.
There are many thereof.
Do you say anything out loud or just think about it?
I'm just thinking about it, and if it doesn't do anything with that, I will say out loud, when do I feel really guilty about stealing something?
Oh, you asshole.
I will think of the time when I stole the tuning fork from the party.
Okay.
And if nothing happens with me just thinking about it, I will admit my guilt out loud.
What do you say out loud after nothing happens?
I feel guilty for stealing chance for us to get here sooner, and the
Now-
choice from the rest of you.
And as you say that, the chain disappears.
Alright.
I go to gluttony.
What do you admit?
I put my hand on the orb. I admit my guilt to eating children.
Jesus Christ.
The chain does not disappear. You ate out of necessity, not gluttony.
I walk over to the gluttony one and I put my hand on it and like, I know that I don't need to eat the nice food that the tent does, but I have often not gone and eaten other places just so I could eat the better food in the tent. And I always eat as much as I possibly can.
And the chain disappears. Okay. We have
I went
murder.
from super dark to super light.
Okay.
Sounds like this
He
party.
ate children. He ate bacon. She's guilty, she's not.
Yeah,
Alright.
exactly.
I feel
Pigs are people. Children aren't.
trying to think of something. The deceit.
Specific sin. So yeah, deceit and murder are left.
Alright. I feel guilty. I go over to deceit. Say I feel guilty for not telling my party what happened sooner. For deceiving them
omission.
and lying about it.
Thinking.
He's thinking.
You told him eventually, and you didn't like when asked. I don't feel like you really lied about that. I feel like you were waiting,
Correctly asked me one
waiting,
time.
waiting to share something till you're comfortable with somebody. I don't feel like is the same as like you can have secrets without lying. And you didn't directly lie about them ever, as far as I can remember.
Zephyr's good. She's not guilty at all. She just kills shit.
I don't think the
Bloodscale does
chain.
that more than she does.
I don't
I
think
don't feel
that.
guilty about fuck.
I
No.
don't think the chain would disappear in this one.
I put my hand on it and I go, one time I told Bloodscale that, no, he didn't actually scare me when he did that thing, but he did. He scared me real bad.
You have to be very specific when it comes to these.
When the first time we ran into the weird dead child tree thing, Bloodscale was very scary, and I was afraid of him, but I told him everything was cool and fine.
And the chain does not disappear. You've already confessed one sin.
Oh, it doesn't work twice, guys. Someone else got this.
Yeah, what was that thing I did lie about? It really pissed Bloodscale off.
Which one?
He's not wrong.
I'm trying to remember, and I can't remember personally as a player. I can't remember.
Hey, Remember that time you lied to us because you were gonna fucking try to fake out fucking Phobator's necromancer asshole?
Yeah.
I feel guilty for lying about trying to be deceitful and, trick my party.
Okay. Real quick, I need everybody to leave the Discord except for Jess.
Oh shit.
Can I just leave the room?
That's fine too.
Yay!
Or just mute us real quick, or if that's fine too. Just real quick. All right, Jess. When
Okay.
you originally did that, your original intent, like how Zephyr would have acted, was as Zephyr honestly thinking about doing what was asked, or was Zephyr trying to play it the whole time?
She was trying to play it the whole time.
Perfect. Okay, that's all I need to know. I just it was something I couldn't ask with everybody else here. All right, so
Yeah, she wasn't actually trying to, like, do something evil.
okay, perfect. That's what I need to know. All right, so welcome back, Zach, Molly, Brandonius.
Yeah, Brand left the
Oh, and Zach and Molly, since you guys are the two newest, I guess, characters, if you guys want to make up something for your backstory that fits here to share with the party, I am okay with that as well. As soon as we get TJ back. And then Mike as well.
Yes, the problem is that Zark doesn't lie,
Yeah?
or at least he hasn't been known to do so.
True.
Don't have a lot of reason for a murder in my backstory.
No, but if there's, one that, all good. TJ, come back. You can lie again. No, I'm just kidding. We're on the deceit one. There we go. Okay, so you guys watch as the chain disappears.
What did I miss?
Did she say something?
The chain disappeared.
Oh yeah, you heard her say out loud that she apologized for lying to the party when she said she didn't that she didn't say
tell
yes
us
to
sooner?
Phobator in her dreams to try to
that
get
one.
information from him.
Okay.
Perfect. Only murder left.
All of us look over to
I
Bloods.
don't. I casually and pointedly do not look at Bloodscale.
Alright, I think I actually got something. Gotta remember his fucking name, though.
We could have Sento do it, I'm sure.
Reading through.
Yes, I can help. Yeah. If you want me to, there's plenty I can blood on my hands that I could use for this.
Babe.
I'm reading! Shh.
I feel like Bloodscale actually just yelled, "I'm thinking!"
Pretty much. Alright, I'll go over to the murder one.
'Kay.
Alright. This is gonna be the closest I got. I really don't feel bad about a lot. I do, however, feel guilty for not giving Devzarin a chance to talk before fucking murdering that bitch.
And the chain disappears. As the last chain disappears, the stone in the middle of the room floats down.
I wonder what the monkeys were guilty of.
I think this is part of the trick is you put them in rooms they can't possibly understand or solve. The sheep is stuck inside of a pen. The obelisk has no musical knowledge, only the knowledge of others that it absorbs. And then this room, they are not capable of admitting to sins. It is part of the sickness of this place.
I was gonna say Saiyans have pride. That's what they're guilty of.
I mean,
That's
without
not
pride, what are we?
Not
Filthy
Saiyans.
monkeys.
doors are open and available now, or
Yeah, what's
the
that southern door doing?
it is so all of the doors at this point turn from like there's like the walls kind of like, and then you see the blackness of the doors that you've gone through so far.
So there's a single door to the south.
Yes.
All right. Start
Yeah,
heading
there's single
that
doors in
way.
every direction. Perfect. So you guys head south.
South.
Perfect. All right. So I gotta make sure this room is ready. 1 second. Yeah, it is.
Just
Okay.
following the map, boy. Map
So-
boy. Following the map, boy.
This-
map
n-
boy.
That was a good puzzle, Ty.
Oh.
That was a good puzzle.
You
I
like that
enjoyed
one?
That.
Perfect.
That was great. I like it.
I'm gonna pop it on his fucking players,
It's a,
except for
it's a-
you.
yeah,
Well,
your
my-
players are never gonna get through it.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would.
All right. So in this room, as you guys walk in, you see there is a small. It's weird. There's like a pool, and then an island of skeletons, like all surrounding this one pale jewel.
Sword.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's magic.
Oh, let's see. It would have been a little too long for the detect magic still to be up.
I'm just gonna sit down and start busting out my little empty book, trying to remember what I said last time.
Perfect. So you start your ritual casting.
Cuddy.
Literally just gonna turn into 10 minutes of going, please, please, please,
Come
please,
Come
come
on.
on, please, come on.
Yeah. Detect magic, please? No? Okay. Detect
Um,
magic, leave.
Can I just check around
Detect
the walls,
magic, please. What are you gonna do?
walls and door? I just want to check around the walls and doors, look if there's
Perfect.
anything written on, if there's anything.
They are.
Investigation.
Yeah, exactly. Investigation check. Walls and doors are completely smooth. There's nothing that, as you're looking through the walls and everything, but then you notice each door has a divot in it that is roughly the size of that jewel in the middle.
See nothing.
What door do we want to try to get out of this one, Uza?
Stepped away to let my dogs outside. Hold on 1 second. We need to go.
Please wait for that. How high is the ceiling on this?
Can
It's
I
another
mage hand
20-foot
the stone
ceiling.
and try and push it towards the east door?
So as you cast Mage Hand, you pull it forwards. As soon as it goes above the water, it dissipates.
Alright, so looks like there might be magic-proof water.
Is the water like thick enough that somebody can't just like lay themselves across without touching it?
It is you could probably lay across it if you
We can
wanted
make
to.
a
Grab some
bridge
rope,
out
maybe
of
we can
24
lasso it.
javelins.
I just need 7 more minutes. I'm a cuddy. I need a magic.
I'm gonna try and... Yeah, let's throw a... how far is it? It's not that far. We could try and tap it with a spear, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it's about 10 feet.
Lulu probably can.
Alright, well, let's take one of our 4 million javelins and try it.
Alright.
Don't break anyone's weapons.
Javelins that I keep meaning to use and don't use because
Oh no, I still have a bunch in the bag too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's like
Who's
4 million.
who's hucking the javelin, or poking with the
Well, not
javelin?
I.
Oh,
Yo.
Yo, all right, perfect. So give me a dexterity to check to see how. Or let's do a strength check for this. See how
It's like,
well you can
dexterity.
dislodge
Oh,
it.
bummer.
29. Oh, 29.
That's safe.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's okay. So
Fuck's
it's
sake.
a +5 instead of
Okay.
a 10. I was like, holy shit, you have a what? Oh, perfect.
That's stronger than the literal barbarian whose job it is to be a strong boy.
So as you kind of reach and you kind of you try to hook under the gem, and it's really stubborn there, and you're pressing into it. The rest of you hear this.
didn't hear that.
It's a beast
heard it.
noise.
Okay, beast.
Beast.
I heard.
And Ulu, you see all of these bone hands reach up from the water, grab your spear, and try pulling you down. Make a strength save.
Let it go. Got I've got like 22 more.
Yeah, if you want to hold on to it, you can let go if you
Oh.
don't care about the
Yeah.
javelin.
I'll,
Okay,
let go.
perfect. And as you let go, you see these skeletons pop out of the water and pull it down quickly and into this murky depth.
Uh,
All right.
Crap.
Ah, the old.
Crab, Mr. Crabs.
You know, I could just hit the skeletons with a fireball and see what happens.
I'm almost done with my ritual. Almost done, and then I can see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, we could
I'm
try
sorry. I just
Are we
just
gonna wait
wanna
for-
apologize for my ritualistic attitude.
I'm gonna just wait for fucking Uza to be finished at this point.
Are we all waiting for Uza?
I'm gonna use shape water.
Perfect.
oh.
So as
And
you
see
you throw the cantrip at the water, it instantly dissipates with the anti-magic.
I was gonna use a water hand.
Smart. All right, and then so at that point, you guys wait. Uza, you finally finish the ritual. There's this small, and once again, you can see magic and detect it. You see that there is a distinct anti-magic field around the entire island and everywhere past the shore into the water.
Okay, but something pulled Ulu down.
Mm-hmm.
Skeleton hands, right?
Oh, skeleton hand pulled her down. Trying to get that. Okay.
So.
Can you have your mage hand appear underneath it and
No, the
throw
mage
the
hand-
stone out?
Maid hand can't get to it.
Well, I mean,
Magic
did you
dome.
try casting it underneath the anti-magic field, like on the other side of it? Because there has to be magic to animate the skeletons, right?
Yeah.
What if you put your mage hand down as low as, like, next to the skeletons, grab the crystal with the mage hand, and then chucked the crystal out?
I could try erupting Earth.
I could try it. I don't think the mage hand reaches though. Isn't it like a dome? I guess I'm confused on.
It is a dome that starts at the water's, like the level of the water. It comes up and over.
Oh, so I can like reach under the water with it? Is that the idea?
You can
And then try
definitely
and throw
try.
it out?
Because the anti-magic field stops, right, for the undead are?
You don't know. You don't see the undead right now.
Well, no, but I couldn't even cast to the water. The water has an anti-magic field as well.
That's
okay,
correct.
okay. How about I use a shapeshift for this and just be a giant dinosaur and somebody walks up and grabs it and
Is
then
just
Or we just try to figure out a way to whip that thing over here
Does anyone have a whip?
physically.
I have a thorn
Like
whip.
a whip
oh,
built into their arm.
Magic.
Do we have
That's
anything
magic.
sticky we could put on an
Do
arrow
we have like
and
a
shoot?
living metal fucking whip?
Hey.
Everybody
Oh
looks
my
at
God.
Uso.
Point
That
doesn't
happens
work
to the
with magic.
anti-magic
look
thing.
behind myself. Pretty sure that's magic, though.
Uza, if you walk into the magic field, will it get rid of Selazat?
Do we have anything sticky we could put on an arrow and just shoot it?
I got one of those like sticky hands on the little stretchy thing. Just throw that out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Well, if anybody has pitch for torches,
What the fuck was that? What hit that up?
This place.
We're
You hear it
trying.
from around and from the water.
Give me
Wada?
the crystal and we'll
Wada?
leave.
we're trying
Wait,
to
wait,
leave.
what can't the skeletons do? Right? The skeletons can't get to the stone, is that right?
Yeah, the skeletons, like any skeletons that you can see, are completely inanimate.
But
feel
they're
like
all
I'm
pointing
missing-
towards the stone,
Yep, all reaching towards the stone
and they're the only creature in this entire place.
that you can
So
see.
I
Eh.
could
What if
try
I just-
flying
Oh.
over and
Um,
grabbing the orb.
Hold on.
And
Hold on, let me put my true sight on. I'm gonna hit true sight on my goggles.
I don't think True Sight will help with this. Where are you looking, I guess?
I'm looking around the entire room looking for who's supposed to live in this place. Who is this a fucking cage for?
Make a intelligence check.
So,
Not that.
if I understand this, there's an anti-magic field between the undead and the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they can't. That's why they can't get out. They can't pierce an anti-magic field because
The
they become an
skeletons
enemy.
can't. Exactly.
I'm feeling the moment we get the crystal out, though, we're going to be rushed by skeletons. So, let's try to get near
Okay.
where we need to be.
I got an idea. Blood
Fly
scale
over.
here. Take this end of the rope. I'm gonna
Alright.
tie another end of the rope to myself.
But just shoot an arrow with the rope first.
Well, it's not gonna latch onto anything. It's just gonna give them the crystal.
Oh, one of them might grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What door do we need to go through?
We need to go through the east.
Did I see anything, Ty? I got a 16. Okay.
So looking at like, not unfortunately not. It wasn't like. See, you don't see anything in the ethereal plane. You don't see anything hidden by magic. Not really, unfortunately.
Okay.
Let's
Alright,
all
I have
gather by the
Use
east
the
door,
invisibility.
except for
I'm-
Uzna, who's going to be on the west side, and he's going to try to fly across to grab the gem, and I'm going to yank it as soon as he grabs the gem to keep him from getting grabbed by Skellymans, and then we get the fuck out before the Skellymans come up and try to fuck us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All
no,
right.
that's just Bloodscale saying the plan out loud.
Oh no, I'm on this side. That way he could pull me in it's a singular motion.
Ah, okay. No counterforce. I like it. All right.
Exactly. All right.
So, I'll need. Let's see.
Oh, is there anti-magic in the water?
Just a little bit under the water. Like you
A
do
little
see it
bit under the
stops
water.
like a few inches under the water.
And how far down does this well go?
It's impossible to tell from here.
Well, no. I meant like until the level of the like. I'm
Oh,
worried about
from-
these things being active and then crawling out of the well at us. How quickly are they going to be able to?
It's only about a 2-foot ledge, so it could be
Pretty quick.
pretty quick.
Okay, pretty quick. Okay, all right. So my plan is to zoom in, sleight of hand that shit, disengage, continue to zoom out.
Okay.
Does the door
I,
have a recess that we need to put this gem in?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm not going to sleight of hand because I'm going to need to save my action economy, jam that shit into the thing.
Real
Okay.
quick, Zach, or Zarek casts see invisibility.
So True Sight would have covered this for future reference. Yeah, there's nothing invisible around.
Oh, so that was my. Let's see.
So you can
Okay,
you
I
can
guess
keep
I-
the spell slot.
True Sight talks about like seeing things as they actually are and can see in the ethereal plane. But
Yes,
I
yeah.
guess it's the specific True Sight that means you can see invisible things.
That's correct. Yeah, True Sight. So
okay.
True Sight is basically sees through all magical effects, including any magical invisibility.
Gotcha. All right then.
Perfect. All right. So, as you kind of pull back and you get ready, let's go ahead and you have that your rope ready. Blood scale is
Myself
anchored.
before I do it.
Ready to tax.
Shake yourself. Okay. Who's everybody ready to attack in case something happens?
Yes.
Perfect. So you see,
Aye.
Uza gets ready, and as you jump across and you flap, you land. Go ahead and roll a strength check to pull the gem out of its place.
Oh shit.
That was a save.
The save.
That's the same. Sorry.
It's the same. That's okay. Okay,
So,
so 13.
13.
So as you land, you grab it, you go to pull, and then it's not coming loose, and you hear, "I told you to leave."
I'm trying. Crowbar.
Crowbar. Okay, so make another strength check with advantage.
And if I have time to guidance myself,
If you want to take the time, this is up to you.
Don't.
well, they can't. How?
I was literally going to tell you just to jump off, and I'll do it.
There it is.
So you guys see,
Crowbar for the win.
he sticks in it, and then he goes to pull, and he's like, Like the stronger, and he jumps up and jumps on top of the crowbar, and as he sticks it down, it goes pops up like into the air, and then he grabs it as it gets kind of like center,
Now I yank.
and then you yank, and as you pull Uza away, make a strength check for the yank.
Should have advantage, dude. Bear totem shit.
Yep.
That one.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use a luck point.
no.
Okay.
Slightly
13.
better.
Okay. He's a pretty light boy, so you need it over 10. So you got it, and you yank, and as you pull him across, this giant skull head comes out from underneath the other skulls, and it snaps backwards at him and just barely misses as a bone naga comes across to the island and starts to reel up. My treasure. What are we doing?
Jamming that shit in the socket. Fast hand.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and anybody who had a ready to attack, go ahead and make your attack if you want to make it against the bone naga.
Okay.
21 hits. Roll that beautiful bone damage.
Think twice. Fuck it.
9. Perfect. 18 hits. 23 hits. And then 13 slashing. And 15 barely hits. And then the Ray of Frost will hit as well.
That means its speed is reduced by 10.
Perfect. So, I don't worry about initiative for right now, guys. So, as you guys all fire into this thing, you guys just fire like everybody was fucking ready for this thing. You all throw out at the same time, and it just shatters into pieces. It's first like the bone like freezes over, and then everybody just shatters the shit out of it. And then Sento flips an ice. He's like, I'm sort of feeling like I'm overpaid for this. This was easy.
Wait,
then
reading
you-
our
Curse us,
skate.
piece of fuck.
and
I
then
feel bad.
I mean, we are inside
What
of
was it gonna
sort
look
of a.
for after we took its treasure?
I'm jamming the orb into the whatever socket Bloodscale's pointing out.
You jab the orb into the socket, and you see the stone slide to the side, and you see the familiar dark form of the doors. You guys do hear a slight rattling of bones.
Go,
Behind you.
go.
Yep.
BTFO.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys all start to GT to the F of the O.
We can be sassy on the other side.
Like Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
We need to get a hat for Uza.
Elsa, don't cross the sail.
Elsa, don't cross the sail.
Perfect. So as you guys walk into the next room, you see it is actually a beautiful garden. You see all of these weird, strange, like almost look like trees, but they're human-like with shields and seemingly growing out of their arms, and they're all kind of bowing to this flower in the center, and they're like doing this.
Oh, I don't like that.
Gonna look
Don't you
over
do
to
that
Zephyr.
shit?
You good with the botanicals, anyone?
Do I know?
Make this wouldn't be history. Make a nature check on these ones.
Do it, making a nature check. How dare!
Oh yeah, perfect. 17. So you have heard of these. These are called woodwode. They are known as protectors of the earth. Usually there are people who actually become woodwodes who trade their free will and all sense of sentiment for supernatural strength and deathless duty to protect something. They exist only to protect that thing. And it's eerie because normally they'd have a face, there's just a broken inside of a branch and these glowing eyes that seem to be completely emotionless.
Sorry, did you say immortal?
They're undying. You can't kill them, but they don't die of natural
They just don't die on their
causes.
own.
Exactly, yeah. And they are all bowing. And then anybody who speaks Sylvan, you would hear them say, "Protect the one, the only, the mother. Protect the one, the only, the mother. And as you guys, as they look up, you see the two closest. They kind of stand up from their kneeling position, hold their shield arms because their arms just end in a shield, and their clubs, and they kind of like close ranks around. And in
Sylvan's
Sylvan,
gonna lower his axe and have the one hand out, like, no.
yeah, in Sylvan they say,
I'm gonna wave politely.
"Leave the mother alone, or you will suffer the death of those who stand against her will."
We just want to leave the group. Will you tell them that? Let's go, because you speak Sylvan, and I know they
The
speak
green in my brain right now. No, I don't.
shit. I don't speak Sylvan.
Do I speak Elven? Hold on.
Not Elven,
Vicer, you do speak
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
I tell him, we have no interest in harming the mother. We simply want to get out of. We simply want to head. Then I go, Uzo, what direction are we going?
We want to head east again.
I go, we want to leave through the east door.
There is no leaving, but join us in worship of the mother, the one, the only. And they turn back to the flower, and they turn their backs to you, and they all start to worship again.
I fucking blow them up. No. They say that there is no leaving. There's only the mother.
As this one turns around, I need a perception check from everybody.
There's only Zool.
There's only Zool.
It's my
Zark's checking
perception
his
never
fingernails.
wonderful. Plus friggin' 9.
Thank you, Zilgret, making up for blood.
Hey.
Damn! Okay,
Aiming for the whole team.
so you guys notice that they're around each neck. Everybody who rolled over like a 10, we'll say. Around each neck of them, there is a gold necklace, and there seems to be like a piece of something on each of them. And in the Zilgrat and Uza, you guys notice that in the middle of this plant, there is a like that in the middle of the flower. There's a smaller flower that is perched open, and in the middle of that is a gold key, but it doesn't have any tines. It's just a straight key.
I check out the door on the east side.
There's a keyhole for a key on every door that you check, northeast, southwest.
Okay, so we have to get
I
their
mean,
cooperation or kill them all.
I should try to mage hand it, shouldn't I?
I think you. Can you ask him for a bit?
I'm gonna ask him. Hey, could one of you hand me that key? I just want to take a. I want to look at it.
There is no harming. Do not touch the mother.
It's not the mother. It's
Ask
not the mother. It's
Ask
a
him
key.
about the necklace.
What's
Can
it?
you see the necklace?
Okay, I will. But the key is not the mother. It's separate from the mother.
All is one with the mother that touches the mother.
Well, then we all are the mother. Then. If
We
I
are
touch
all
the
the
mother,
mother.
will you give it? Will it be okay?
Do not touch the mother. And they all
All
they're not-
right.
they're not
Hey,
very
what's
smart.
your guys' necklaces about? What is that?
They are gifts from the mother.
Oh, all right. Does she
Well-
give you gifts often?
She
They
gives
can
us
touch
gifts
it.
when we have earned them.
Pepper,
So
do you have
wait a
way
minute,
of
what did he say?
controlling Plants?
What?
Do you have
Sorry,
a
what
way of
did he say
controlling
about the-
plants?
Oh yeah, I do. Shit.
what the hell did he say about the necklace?
They are gifts from the mother.
Oh, okay. And then I asked if the mother gives gifts often.
We have received one gift, and one is enough.
Right. What if I wanted one though?
Then you can give the sacrifice to join the order of the Woad. And they kind of
And what do you sacrifice?
Don't do that.
Of
everything.
course not. What?
Oh,
Everything.
all
Give
one
up
convenient
who you
package.
were. Give up you what you knew. Become one of the Woad. And protect the mother.
What do you like being about a woad? What do you like about being a woad?
We protect the mother, and the mother sustains us. We have purpose. We have dignity.
And what if something were to happen to the mother?
We would destroy those who came against the mother.
Right, but what if the
Nothing-
mother died before you could do anything?
Nothing will happen to the mother. And they all turn at this point.
No one's gonna
So
attack
while
the
they're
mother.
distracted,
No one's gonna attack the mother. Calm down. I just want the key. The key
Hold
is
on.
not the mother.
While they're all distracted, Zarek, what are you thinking here?
in my Githzerai Psionics invisible mage hand,
Hey.
Okay, what are you doing?
to lift the key up and out, well
Okay.
above their sight lines.
Give me an intelligence check to see how carefully you're able to do this. Because it is in a delicate 22. You fucking kidding? Nice. Okay. So you watch as all the woad they turn over, and then you see ever so carefully the key just start to like work its way out of it's encased in like this super delicate flower, and you see as it comes through, the key actually wiggles between two of the petals, and as it comes up, it tears nothing, not even like it's so careful, so very careful as he pulls up and it starts to go over their heads, and you see it's now about 18 feet into the air. Where are we going from here, Zadok?
That's a great question. So they're all
Looking at Vicer, who's talking
right
to them.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sneak it over to Uza, who I assume would be the best at obtaining it undetected.
Okay.
My passive is 23. Do I see it?
Nice.
Yes, yeah. With the passive, you would see this golden key. Their passive is not nearly as good. Roll a sleight of hand check to see how carefully you can transfer this key over to
Which
Uza.
one of us?
You, Zadok.
Will it help if I play my finger harps?
Oh, he's only able to do any of this because of how well you're distracting them. So
Yeah.
you're already you've done your part. Okay, 13.
Can I do something before you say the outcome? I did want to try to help with it
Sure.
because we are directly in front of them, and
You know what?
I'm
You are a sleight of hand expert, so that is literally the part of your background and your thief and everything. I will let you give advantage to Zadok so you can help him with this. I will let you assist him. So
okay,
Zadok,
I will assist, and I will.
Come on. Oh.
I was just gonna say because I want to try and back away from the group and be like, I'm really sorry. Is there a place for a bathroom? I want to be as respectful as possible. I'm so sorry.
Take a big old
Yeah.
bird dump
Perfect.
right in their
So-
mother flower.
I have no idea if they speak common.
they don't.
I'll translate for him.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do the little kid weenie dance. Like,
Make a performance check.
oh no, I don't want to do that.
We can make a deception. Oh no,
They're
this is a
both
full
bad.
performance. This is a full performance. 8.
I'm gonna use a luck
Oh.
point.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm using my rings, which means you get advantage on
It's true.
performance checks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna use the
So-
luck point then.
Son of a bitch. You might want to.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Can I get a deception check for when I translate?
What do you say? That's a lie.
I'm just gonna be like, our bird friend needs to use a restroom. He doesn't want to go to the
Restroom?
bathroom anywhere near the mother, as bird poop can be quite toxic to plants.
Bird droppings are high in nutrients. He may go on any of the plants
he
here,
eats
except
really
for the
badly.
mother. And they just
Okay, I'm
gesture
just
to the
gonna-
plants around.
I'm gonna. Oh, sorry. Do you tell me that?
What did he say, Ty?
He said basically that bird poop is high in nitrates, so he can go on any plant but the mother.
No, I'm assuming it's be like, no. You don't understand the way that this boy's internals work. He's not like a normal bird. You see. You see how he's like a people bird. That means real bad for plants. They all die. He needs to. Where do you want to go? For fuck's sake, where am I going with this?
I'm just. if they I'm just trying to find a fucking reason to fly across the room.
He may pee wherever.
And
We
I
do
point
not
to
care
a
about the
plant, I point to
cleanliness
a
of this
plant across
place.
the room, by the east door, and I go, "Can he poop on that plant?"
As long as he leaves the mother alone, of course he may. We do
All right,
not
I'm gonna
care.
fly.
Poop on that plant as long as I'm gonna give him a
Fly
little
over
bit
here.
of... Oh man.
As I fly, I'm gonna pretend to drop my drawers, I guess. Also, if anyone is watching this stream, I want to apologize. This is the first poop-based sleight of hand I've ever had to do in D&D. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. And I'm gonna try and grab the key out of the air as I
Okay.
undo my
I'm gonna
pants.
make it look like he's taking a crap.
Okay, so make your
No.
sleight of hand check at advantage because somebody's covering with a minor illusion of your poo and
Hey
And
guys, see the
they're
rails
looking-
over there? I think
Oh
we're
my
off
God.
them.
oh, this is nowhere
All
off the
of this
rails.
to get somewhere we could have walked. to.
Fucking
I'm-
33. Okay. Yeah. You are able to. They all turn back away from you, facing Visera again, and you're able to grab the key that has no tines to turn in the lock. So you have the base key away from the mother plant, and you've also shown everybody your
So
dick.
tame.
Yay!
It's
No,
okay.
no illusion. There was lots of
Vicer-
strategically placed feathers.
Visera covered it up for you.
Very
You're good.
tasteful.
Very
tasteful.
tasteful.
To do
I was
that
literally just
8
gonna go
times.
over there and be like, "Oh, false alarm," but that works too.
Yeah, commit to the
Now we
bit.
just need to do that 8 more times to
Alright,
them.
hold on.
Wait, 8 more times. What?
Yeah, because they each have a tine for the key around their necks.
Can I see?
Oh,
can I...
that's easy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vicer.
I was gonna be like, do you guys still So these necklaces. Do you mind if I take a look at one?
They are gifts from the mother. Do not touch them.
Yeah, I just want to see it though. I just want to look at it.
One kind of walks forward. He holds his chest up slightly so you can see that it's like a in the shape of like a key tine. It goes down, and then there's 2 little forks. It's like an old like iron key, but it's gold and about that long.
All right.
And he puts his
Can I
shield
pour
up.
some water into a bag?
Yeah, you have bag and water. You can do that, no problem.
I'm gonna look at every one of their necklaces,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna use shape water to create a water key, or to shape the water around it, then hit it with a ray of frost to freeze it.
Well, no, shape water. You can freeze water. So
Perfect. And I'm gonna freeze it onto the key with each of the.
yeah, give me a charisma check to see how well you're able to replicate these using your freeze water cantrip. Get advantage, cause fuck yeah, dude.
I was just gonna roll sleight of hand 8 times.
I know, I could see it.
17. Yeah, you feel pretty confident in your duplication of their necklaces.
Right. So I do that real quick to the. Then I go. Do you guys like fire much? And I pull my hand on fire, so they're all looking at me.
They all instantly turn to put the fire out. It comes to the mother. It comes to kill the mother. You will be subdued if you do
fire.
not return the fire to its natural state of being out.
Oh, so this fire is bad, and I just kind of stall him like that until Uza puts the door and puts the key in.
Okay, so you hand Uza the ice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so Uza, give me an investigation check. If anybody wants to help him with this, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, and I'm gonna actually kind of go over here and be like, "I'm so sorry, feathers," and like bring my feathers up and act like I'm cleaning my hands from
Okay.
stuff.
They don't seem to care about the bag of water or the ice in it, for the record. Like,
I
Oh,
just handed
cool.
to.
yeah.
Well, I
they
just don't want them to see the rod that I'm gonna be attaching.
Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and give me and then.
Hey, yeah, that's a 3, yeah. Hey.
Fab fucking tabulous. All right.
I got a natural 1, so 20.
All right. Well, with your advantage, you get 20. All right. So.
Advantage is not a critical fail.
So as looking at it, the Vicer's done a very good job, and so you're sliding it onto the key, and without too much trouble, you're able to see like kind of the order they go in because it's a graduated kind of cylinder situation. So yeah, you just get it in order, and you feel like you have the correct order of the key with a 20.
Cool. I'm gonna go over to the keyhole, still having my back towards the dudes that are freaked out by the fire, and put the key in.
Perfect. Okay. You put the key in, and I assume you turn the key?
I'm going to actually no. I'm gonna check for traps real quick. 'Cause
Perfect. Roll that investigation check.
This is the time to trap a door, I guess.
Yeah, 24. No traps.
All right, I'm gonna put the key in, and I'm gonna turn it.
Perfect. Yeah, no. You turn it, and you're just it hitches for a second. You're like, oh my god, it's gonna break. But the ice is solid enough. It's in close enough form, and it's in the right order. And you turn the key, and as you turn the key, you see like from the bottom of the door, as you turn, the door just disappears as you spin the key around, leaving another dark.
I'm gonna give everyone
Doorway.
a thumbs up.
I put the fire out of my hand and I go, oh, sorry, alright, my bad. You know what? It's probably best if we just go. You guys enjoy the flower. You know, Wojak to your mother and have good times. Alright, goodbye. And then I move towards the east.
The mother be with you. And they all turn back and they just start worshiping again as you guys leave through the east door.
Before I leave, did the key come back out, or was the key like?
Oh, no, as you turned, the door disappeared, so you're just holding the key now, and the door has completely disappeared,
Cool.
so you still
I'll be
have
the
the key.
last one out, and then right before I step through, like literally as I'm walking out, like, hey man, you guys dropped this. I'm gonna like chuck the key at them.
Okay, perfect. You see as you chuck it, like the two closest kind of look over, and then they look down, and one like, as you're leaning, so he picks it up, and he looks confused, and then he just kind of sticks it into his like wood shield, like he didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, I tried. And I'm walked out.
Perfect. And then
Something tells me the Wojak weren't quite as on the ball as we thought they might be.
well, that was
They
what
know
I,
for a
If they
poop
notice
out of
us
hand.
touching, if they notice us getting it off, yeah. The rest of it, the poop, nah, probably not. The poop would have been fine.
well, the thing is, you guys didn't do anything they cared about. Like, you guys managed to just avoid the thing they cared about, and then you fucking, well done. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, fucking hell.
Face sleight of hand.
That was
Jesus.
good.
That's amazing.
Perfect. And then
That's
so,
full mage hand. I love it.
oh man,
Yeah.
fucking hell.
Ionic, man.
And
Well,
then having them distracted, so and then you rolled high enough past their passive perceptions, and you just, oh my god, you guys nailed that room. Like, I'm impressed. All right, so
What do you
the
get
next,
when you combine psionics, bird poop, and a plant? A door to a key to a door in the abyss, obviously.
Yeah.
obviously,
Assuming you've got a cup of water on hand.
Birdie, birdie, birdie,
hurdy birdie.
birdie,
See.
birdie. Tanger, tanger,
All right, so
tanger,
and
tanger,
then-
tanger, tanger. Yeah.
These are great. I'm really enjoying
Okay.
these.
excellent. All right, so
Wojak.
I just want to check. We could have just mowed through these guys too, right? We could have just cut them all to pieces and taken it.
that's always an
I don't
option.
know their stats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I don't know their stats.
They're made of wood.
They are. I
I mean,
will
fire
confirm that
wouldn't
they
be
are
good
weak to
stuff.
fire. Yeah. They are.
Can't
This
So-
whole
work.
room looks like that.
All
Like
my
you know,
spells
every
rise.
every space movie has a room full of plants that gets destroyed at some point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this
It's
room also
sunshine.
looks like if we lit a bunch of shit on fire, we'd be totally encompassed with fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
Oh,
honestly,
there's no air in here.
I expected it to be more trouble to you. All right, so the next, as you guys walk through the next room, you hear this.
Gated.
Gated.
And you see that there's a bunch of, like, there's this spiral of souls swimming around, and as you walk in, there are 4 Cambion, and they are all standing next to statues, and they all turn, "What are you doing here? There are none allowed. There are no tours at this time. Who are you?" And that's where we're
Hey,
gonna
what
stop.
direction do we need to go? Uza, what direction do we need to go?
Oh, that's where we're gonna stop for tonight.
Oh, okay. I'm
Tis
going to
9:30.
seduce them.
Bound to happen.
A
Better
bold
get to
move.
sacrilege.
All right, perfect. So,
We're the tornado. I'm Shang Tsung. Get out of my way.
kind of. All right.
Oh
Perfect.
my god, I just realized. Yeah, I have disguised self. I could be Menelephus. bamboozle at some point.
He's quite a bit bigger than you are.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm
big.
6'5".
He's a large creature, medium creature. Disguise self doesn't cover that gap. All right. So anyway, with that, everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll be back next week with some more of the Dawnforged Company and their quest through the abyss to save Mesnos from Manalephis. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.